Well, good morning, and you're very welcome to the Tara Show. Odie here, filling in, wrapping up the year. What a year it's been. Some will say it's been an absolutely fantastic year, and some people will say, is it over yet? I've had a good year. I've had a good year myself, and not a fantastic year, not a fantastic year. But, look at things can only get better. Things can only get better. Want to hear your thoughts today on the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line. Now, I'm going to give you a minute, okay? So get out your phone. If you're driving, well, wait until you stop driving. But if you're at home, if you're having breakfast, just take out your phone because we have a semi-new text message number. It is 800-905-0989. That number again is 800-905-0989. And I will be taking your calls on the exact same number. Isn't that handy? One, what's the Tim you said this morning? One number to rule them all.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, Ryan Recker said that yesterday, so I got to give him credit for that.
Okay, well, we'll go with that. We'll go with the Lord of the Rings reference, definitely.
Yeah.
So the number, whether you want to text or whether you want to get in call or get in touch with me on the phone, talk to the Odi, is 800-905-0989. And Tim is T2 in the house. He is looking after me today. He's pushing all the buttons because, it's the last day of the year, and I just couldn't do it.
I'm the button man.
You are the button man. So that means when I'm late going out today, then that's on you, buddy. That's not on me.
Yeah. We should get the new button out. We could do that.
I think. Do you think Lonzo would let us use the new button?
I don't know. We'd have to ask him.
Hey, Lonzo.
But we won't need it because I'm not going to get.
We won't need it. No, and I could get new, but I have no mics to turn off. I have nothing to do, and. Do you want to explain the new button? Will we talk a little bit about it?
The new button?
Yeah.
So what happens with the new button is if one of us messes up back here on the controls, we play the noob card.
Yeah, it's specifically on the Upstate Pulse because everybody that works on the Upstate Pulse is a producer.
Right.
So everybody should know how to push all the buttons and know the timing and they know when faders for Fox News should be off and shouldn't be there.
You know how many times I got hit with that one?
That got me last Saturday.
Oh, it did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
So if we ever, excuse me, if we ever do something that we shouldn't do or we know is wrong on the Upstate Pulse, then you will hear this sound.
Oh, I don't have it yet.
Okay. Well, you'll hear the noob sound. It'll be coming up in a second. And it's just to let us know that we suck at what we do. You want to play? Have you got it there?
Yeah, I got it right here. So this is the noob. I'm not noobing myself.
No,
this is just
for
demonstration purposes.
Reference purposes.
That is the noob.
So yeah, if we do something that we shouldn't, then we get noobed. We definitely get noobed. So coming up on the show today, we're going to be talking pretty much everything New Year's resolutions, and we're going to be taking a look back at what happened in the last 12 months. It's been news-wise, it has been a really, really, really hectic kind of a week. Or a kind of a year. It's just there's a lot of stuff has happened. There's some stuff that happened, and I thought myself it wouldn't happen. There's a lot of things came up where I thought, no, that's never going to happen, and well, it did. And we'll just say Donald Trump, he shocked the world again, which is great, and I cannot wait until January 20th because everything is there's going to be so much ease and rest, and gas prices are going to go down, and ammo prices.
Gas prices have already started to go down. I don't know if you've.
Oh no, they have. Yeah, no, I filled the car this morning, and it was.
I know, it was so nice. It's been so nice.
It was sick, or no, it was $2.65.
It's down to $2.65 now.
In and around. No, I normally put mid grade into mine. I like putting that.
Mid grade.
I give it a little bit, a little bit extra.
I'm an unleaded man.
Oh, I use it, but I just I'll mid grade in my truck now. I'll put anything into it. Baby oil and kerosene and anything, whatever it takes. I'll just put it into it and hope for the best.
A whole bunch of vodka.
Oh, a whole bunch of vodka. Why not? If you're going to do it, you may as well do it with style. Don't forget. Oh, we're streaming live as well. Actually, I'll tell you what. If I can just I'll get Tim on the stream in a couple of minutes. But we are streaming live. So if you go on to the WORD Facebook page, my own Facebook page, which is Odi_Fitzgerald, and I am on YouTube.
There we go.
There's Tim. Look at he's a beautiful man. He's a beautiful man.
Hey.
So yeah, we're streaming live. We're having fun here on New Year's Eve. We hope you are too. And I want to before we get into it, just something that Lee was talking about earlier on in the news is that Joe Biden has, after waking up. Well, I'm saying he's after waking up because he's after turning around and saying, I think I should have stayed in the election because I would have won. And, you know, uh, I think if anybody's going to get ice cream, it may as well be me because, it's some of the best ice cream out there in the world is when you're a president. We got special presidential ice cream. And
what do you suppose his favorite ice cream is?
Oh, vanilla.
Vanilla.
He is so actually
he's so plain.
He is so plain. I think somebody else told him that vanilla was his favorite ice cream, and he's like, "Yeah, I think vanilla." Oh no,
I think he sniffed it too long. Oh man, it's too early.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those shows. Please let me know that LexCore isn't listening. Yeah. While you're here, you may as well text in your favorite ice cream. And I keep going to say 71307. No, I can't say that. Text in 800 905 0989. What is your favorite ice cream? And also, what is your biggest, what has happened this year that has really just knocked your socks off? It's kind of thing you're just kind of like, this has been the greatest year for me because I want to hear your good morning stories. I want to hear, or your good morning. Sorry, I'm reading the text. I want to read your good news stories. That's what I'm looking for.
Good news stories.
Your good news stories. Let's go to the text line straight away. And we've got, hey, it's Odi. Yes, it is. Good morning, guys. Happy New Year's Eve. And very
good morning.
And good morning to you. Another good morning. Odi, what do you think of Trump's endorsement of Mike Johnson? Well, I'll be talking about that later on. Definitely will. Somebody is testing. They're testing the text service. Well, just to let you know that your test has worked and we received your text loud and clear, as loud and clear as it can be. Odi, Joe Biden didn't win the 2020. He cheated. Yeah, this is 2024. This is older news. We know
that's old. Yeah.
I mean, that's just crying over spilt milk for Joe. That was 4 years ago.
And technically, he didn't do it. It was the people that,
Oh, yeah. But then
his handlers did it.
Exactly. But then again, technically, Joe Biden doesn't do anything.
I don't even think he's aware of it, honestly. I think he's just oblivious to everything.
You reckon he's senile?
Maybe. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's definitely some sundowners senility going on there.
I think so. I think you get him first thing in the morning and he's, bright and sharp and happy and ready to go. And then in the evening time,
it's actually almost sad.
A little bit.
Because they're taking advantage of an old person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then in the evening time, he wanders off into the Amazon and we never see him again. Do you remember when he did that? He was, and he was, but here's the thing. Here's something that I don't understand is that when he was in Ireland, he gave a speech and he was extremely coherent. I think he had a little nap. I think that's what happened. I don't even think. Anyway, you were listening to News Talk 98.9 WORD. This is the voice of the Carolinas. Nice. Good morning, streamers. We are here and we are live and we're a little bit dangerous. And I feel strange on this side of the board, but that's what happened. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. There's one of them there. Let me know who you are. Let me know if you're listening, watching, doing whatever you have. Tim is over there this morning and he's going to be in control of me, pretty much. Now, that's not an easy task of being in control of Odi, but somebody has to do it. If there's anything that you want to share here, you can share it on the comments. We want to hear your comments. We look forward to hearing your comments. And you can text anything you want, pretty much. Anything you want. Yes, I'm drinking coffee, and yes, I am hyper.
All right. Everything's fixed. That's good.
But now that I think about it more, I couldn't care less. Let them hash it out for themselves. They're never going to come up with the answer. But when your opponents make a mistake, don't stop them.
Straight Talk with Bill Frady. Now weekdays noon to 3.
News Talk 98.9
WORD.
The voice of the Carolinas.
It said investment decisions are driven by greed or fear.
Commons
there we go.
roadmap is designed to
What are you doing?
Well,
just hearing random noises over the. Oh, there we go. It's good. It's good.
Well, there was some cart discrepancies that happened, so like I'm just making sure that everything's playing weird.
Nice. Daryl, good morning. How are things in Utah? Is there many Utah Saints? Utah Saints, were they big over here? Or were they? They were a band. I think they just used.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was a band
in
Europe called the Utah Saints. They were really. I really liked them.
No, we got Dropkick Murphys. That's what.
They're not Irish. Get out.
Even I'm just saying. I mean, like if you're talking Americanized,
that is Americanized.
Yeah.
Now, in case you're
straight out of Boston.
Straight out of Boston. In case you're wondering, yes, we stay live on the stream during the show. When the ad breaks are playing, we stay live. When the news is playing, we're always live on the stream. So it's like a show within a show. Sometimes we go quiet and we don't talk, and sometimes we do talk.
Bringing in 2025 couldn't get any more exciting. It's Larkin's Catering and Events 2025 New Year's Eve party.
All right, I think we're all good to go as far as the stack over here.
Rock and roll.
Oh crap! What did we talk about?
Huh?
What did we talk about in the first segment?
We talked about ice creams. Joe Biden's favorite ice cream.
You scream.
We all scream
for ice cream.
That coffee is good. I have myself here a French vanilla cappuccino.
Oh, I love French vanilla cappuccino.
I like it. I was going to get you one, but I didn't know if you drank coffee. So
I don't really, but if I do, it's French vanilla.
Sorry about that.
Nah, it's all good. I don't know. I never got into drinking coffee. I get up this early every day by the grace of God.
The only time I drink coffee is this early. Like I won't, if it's after 10 o'clock, I won't drink coffee. It's too, I won't sleep.
Coffee actually makes me very jittery.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm like hyper now.
It makes me feel funny. I don't like it.
Doesn't give you heart palpitations or anything, does it?
What is it?
You know, the kind of you can feel your heart fluttering.
Yeah.
Don't drink coffee, man.
Yeah, like that's if I drink a lot of it, like if I drink like a whole cup of it, yeah. If I drink like half a cup or like one of the smaller ones, I'm fine. But yeah, that's why I don't drink coffee.
Like double shot espresso and just like knocked it.
Yeah. Yes. I see that stuff. I don't even go near that stuff. When I go drink coffee, I'm drinking like the lightest version of it.
I can just imagine if I had a double shot espresso. Everybody's going to run. What's happening?
Yeah, that's me when I drink coffee. Like I don't. Yeah, like I don't know. I just never got into drinking it.
Coffee isn't a big thing in Ireland. It's like tea. Everybody drinks hot tea. Hot tea is good.
10 seconds.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Talk to Tara.
800-905.
Yeah, this is very stereotypical here. we've got patio furniture. He's in the corner there, and we've got Mick O'Lally. He's just a couple of leprechauns are after coming in and just playing a bit of drop kick. Yeah, go on, you may as well. Yeah, stick it up.
I know nothing of which you speak. It just came up. I just grabbed it.
It just randomly decided that we're going to play Irish music because we've got the Irish guy in. Yes, of course it is. Odi In for Tara.
But it's not Irish music. It's
not
Americanized.
It's American. It's Boston music. That is Boston. That is 100% pure Boston right there.
Yeah.
Odi and Tim in for Tara this morning. We're having fun here on your New Year's Eve. I am going to get to to whatever I was supposed to do in the show in the next couple of segments. Now, but before I do, we were talking about Joe Biden and the fact that he has now realized that somebody asked him to step down from the electorate. and that he is not going to be the president of the United States after the 20th of January. But I'm kind of wondering what he was thinking when he was signing all of those pardons. He was like, "Oh, does the president know I'm doing this? Can we get ice cream?" And I asked people what was their opinions first of all about Joe Biden. So let me know on the text line, which is the new number of 800-905-0989, which I have to remember that myself. And we are streaming live. You can have a look at Odi and Tim on the stream on the Facebook, YouTube, and wherever else you get your streams. But we were asking what is what is your favorite ice cream, because we reckon that Joe Biden's favorite ice cream is vanilla because he is so plain
And that he sniffed it too long.
and he's sniffing. Why would you sniff? Why would you sniff ice cream?
Well, I don't know why Joe Biden sniffs anything, but he sniffs things. It's weird.
Yeah, he does. He's yeah.
It's a strange thing.
He's a little bit out there. He's a little bit. Yeah, God bless him. He's a little bit. Oh, that is
Bless his heart.
that. Yes, that is a saying. That is a saying that I picked up since I've moved here to America, or since I moved.
Well,
to the
that's
South.
a Southern thing.
It is a Southern thing.
Yeah.
Since I moved to the South, it's like, well, bless your heart.
Well, bless your heart.
And it can mean anything. Like if you get hurt, it's like, oh, bless your heart.
It's usually an insult.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
But if you're dim-witted, bless your
Yeah,
heart.
like most people like up north don't realize it, so a lot of the old ladies use it.
Oh yeah,
on them.
Oh, have you had it done to you? Have you had it said to you?
Oh yeah,
Oh
100%.
yeah, no, I've had it. I've had it said to me in.
I've lived here my whole life. I mean,
True.
my accent's not real strong, but I've
True.
lived here my whole life. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely happened to me.
But no, it has. Actually, we never. What is your favorite ice cream?
Ooh, I like strawberry on the bottom and chocolate on the top. Chocolate covered strawberry.
Chocolate covered. Okay, I actually don't know mine. I think it probably. I hate to say it, but it probably is vanilla too.
Really?
Or maybe
You plain, bro.
I know a little bit, or maybe lime. I think lime flavored.
Oh, lime. I've never had lime.
I like lime flavored.
I got a blackberry that was really good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No, blackberry's good. I like
Yeah.
blackberry. On the text line, common sense retirement planning text line, it said, "Odie, Biden is delusional. President Trump would have beaten him worse than Harris. I don't think he could have beaten anybody worse than he beat Harris. I mean, he pretty much just walked over. Now it could have been a complete whitewash, but it was fairly whitewashy as it was with Trump over Harris. But yeah, maybe
Yeah, he pretty much just stepped over.
he did. She wasn't even a speed bump.
She was throwing a tantrum and he just stepped over.
yeah,
and
a
ignored
little
her.
bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: have you heard about her since?
No.
She's just gone off the face of the
Yeah.
planet.
I haven't heard nothing out of her.
Nothing.
Now the media talks about her all the time.
Do they really though?
Yeah, like
Not
CNN and stuff.
So I'll pop in here. We've got the news services all over here, and just looking down through it, there's some talk about Luigi, and they're chatting about the Northern Lights, which I will be talking about in a few minutes. They're talking about airlines. There's lots of talk about Jimmy Carter. No, nothing, absolutely nothing in the headlines about what was her name? What was her name? Oh, I can't remember what her name was. Text line: my favorite ice cream is the Haagen-Dazs vanilla. I'm with you on that one. I do like Haagen-Dazs. With the Haagen-Dazs though, you have to put your hands around it for a few minutes and you just let it melt on the outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's. You know the tub that Ben and Jerry's come in?
Yeah.
Put your hands around the tub for a couple of minutes and just let the outside
Oh,
melt.
it just kind of melts and
Melts on the outside,
yeah.
and then you can eat the outside. Pistachio almond. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's the deal with that? Like, pistachio and
it's
almond.
It's nutty.
Nutty.
I don't like it. It's nutty.
I don't know, man. Just for me, and no offense to whoever likes it.
Yeah.
But, for me, it's just ice cream and nuts. Like,
No,
I don't know. It just
nutty-
doesn't go
nutty
together
ice
for
cream.
me.
Now, thing is, I have
Now,
had
peanuts, maybe. For like
peanuts
peanut
or-
butter.
or walnuts. Have you ever had walnuts sprinkled on ice cream?
No.
I have. No, it's not bad. I like it. I do like it. On the stream, Daryl says that Rocky Road ice cream is his favorite. Never had Rocky Road ice cream.
It's fire.
Is it good?
It's good.
Okay, I might try it. Oh yeah. So here's a question, Odie. How does a man that is deemed dementia-ridden, if you want to call it that, sign legal documents? Because, as you know, Joe Biden in the last 23, 24 days, he has not only pardoned his son from any and all doings over the last 10 years. Any and all doings over the last 10 years. So that means if he did anything, whether it's known about or not, in the last 10 years, this is Hunter, Hunter, you know that guy? Yep. And anything that he's done in the last 10 years, anything at all, he is pardoned from. How in the name of all that is holy is that allowed? It's just a case of, well, I don't care what you did. You could have murdered people, but you're pardoned from it. It's fine. And of course, Biden has also pardoned 37 inmates that are on death row. And I talked about that on my show. Yeah. Yes.
What?
Yes. Have you not heard about this? So in the last,
maybe in passing, I might have
in the
heard
last,
it, yeah.
in the last week, over a week, Joe Biden has pardoned 37 death sentences.
Oh my gosh.
Inmates that were on death row, they are no longer on death row. They are now going to be incarcerated for life.
Mhm.
So that means that it costs about $100,000 per year to incarcerate somebody. Okay,
Of course.
and who's paying that? You and
It
me.
costs more for them to go to college than for us to actually jail them.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they will go to college, and they'll get degrees, they'll get diplomas
Oh,
while
yeah,
they're in jail.
yeah.
Yeah,
For on
free.
the government's dime. Yeah.
for free. And they will, but they and I don't see why they need it, because they're never leaving jail. Oh, I have a doctorate in mechanical science, and I have I'm a surgeon, but I'm never going to leave jail. I'm never going to leave prison because I've been incarcerated for life. So it's
Well, I
gonna
would
cost
say
us-
the most beneficial way for them to do something with it is to take business classes and run a business when they get out.
yeah, but they can't get out though. So
Oh,
we're
okay. So you're
about-
talking about people that are on death row specifically?
Yeah, we're
okay.
talking about the 37 that are never getting out. Now, they're never going to be executed, because even though a jury of their peers found them guilty of the crime that they did, a judge found the crime bad enough to sentence them to death. Joe Biden came along and said, "Nah, you guys are good in my book. Let's go get ice cream. So yeah, so 37 of them, $100,000 per year to keep them in prison. 37. So that's 3.7 million a year. And just for argument's sake, say they've got about 20 years, 30 years to go. You're coming up on around $100 million that it's going to cost us, because some Amadon, that's an Irish word for idiot,
Okay.
in the White House decided that he wanted to sign a piece of paper, and somebody asked him to sign a piece of paper to let 37 people off scot-free.
I just can't help but think about like the families of the offended.
Of the offended, yes,
Yeah.
because they knew justice was served, and all of a sudden Joe Biden comes along and pretty much slaps them in the face.
Right.
Pretty much. When I come back, we are going to be talking about your New Year's resolutions, so get them into me. You're listening to News Talk 98.9 WRD. This is the voice of the Carolinas.
Her band of terrorists are spreading across the Carolinas like wildfire. Join the movement. This is the Terra Show.
On News Talk 98.9.
The text line has exploded this morning.
Everybody, it's Charlie James. Well, one of my wife and my favorite events is coming up. It is the 4th annual Bourbon and Bacon Fest. I want you to join
Let's
us
see.
in downtown Greenville at the Foundry at Judson Mill.
Pull up text line now.
Delicious bites
Huh?
of bourbon
I'm gonna pull it up.
Go for it.
Distilleries from all over the country. There's going to be over 100 bourbons and whiskeys to sample. We're going to have small bites from area restaurants.
Sorry, streamers. We're reading the text line because it's just after exploding.
It is a night of indulgence, but I think you deserve it. We're going to have musical guests there as well. Bourbon and Bacon Fest.
Butter pecan ice cream. That sounds nice.
It creates an environment where
Butter
participants
pecan?
Mhm.
have
Oh,
access to it.
That actually sounds good.
Mm,
Yeah.
sounds really creamy. Oh, coffee ice cream. I could do that.
So it's a great cause. It's a great event. So join us at the Foundry at Judson Mill for the 4th annual Bourbon and Bacon Fest.
From the Eagles Market Studio, crystal clear from Anderson to Asheville and Lawrence to Lake Lewis.
This is great. We've gone half the first hour, and I haven't talked about anything yet.
I'm not sure how to take that.
What?
That text.
Which one?
The one about me, the guy picturing me being a beanpole.
Check the screen. Tim is not strong either. He's not. You're not a big guy though. You're mean, you're nowhere near as chunky as Odie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've watched my weight.
That's that's what we're
Actually,
gonna
you know what? My doctor watches my weight for me. Actually.
that works. We're going to be talking about that on the stream. If you're tuned in on the stream, we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions. Or no, I'm not going to say anymore. Just I'm going to talk about New Year's resolutions.
This is my fault. It's my fault, stream, because like I keep distracting him.
It's I'm easily distracted.
Yeah. Well, so am I.
I could be talking about something in squirrel. Yeah,
Yep.
squirrel.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Oh, Rocky Road. Rocky Road's good.
December 19th, we reported that Lawrence County School District 55 had removed.
Haven't had the Rocky Road. I know you tried Rocky Road.
Rocky Road's pretty good.
The sheriff's office said that she planned to file a church in order to gain employment at the school. At that time, Scott was charged with identity fraud. The bond was set by a magistrate at $5,000.
I'm going to read out a couple of these when we come back.
The County Sheriff's Office posted a follow-up to the case on social media. Scott has been arrested a second time after a concerned parent came forward, stating that Scott had assaulted a special needs student in the same classroom. An investigation uncovered that she did assault the student, which was reported to the administration of the school on December 18th. And Scott now faces an additional charge of unlawful conduct toward a child.
Do you want me to mention that text on the?
Go ahead.
Okay. Because it'll lead into something else as well.
Yeah, sure.
I will get to the main part of the show yet.
Oh, what's funny is I used to be a beanpole. I was like 100 pounds soaking wet at one point.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When I was talking about it, I'm going to talk about it. I'm gonna save it. I'm going to talk about it on the show.
Yeah.
Last year were twice as likely to stay out of the hospital for those viruses. Getting this season's vaccines makes sense to me. Risk less, do more. Get started at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. If you're close to retirement, there's a lot to know, from Social Security to managing and protecting your savings to taxes and estate planning. That's what Stop Worrying You're Retired is all about. Saturday mornings at 8 here on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
Where will 2025 take you? With education from University of Maryland campus, it could take you towards your next success. An accredited state university, UMGC helps working adults like you learn the skills you need
In the white room
and
with
no
my
application
curtain
fee until February 12th.
on
There is
the
no better time to
shoulder.
start. Choose from more than 135 degrees and certificates in career-relevant fields like business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. Plus, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes, no-cost digital resources in place of textbooks for most courses, personalized support, and lifetime career services. And with transfer credits and scholarships for those who qualify, UMGC can help you take a leap forward.
You know what? I keep forgetting to do it.
Classes start soon.
I gotta, So, funny story, I broke my phone over my vacation. I broke it. So, you know what that means with how we log into things.
Oh yeah.
So, I gotta fix that. I keep forgetting. Start it.
Some rain showers are possible early on today, otherwise partly sunny with a high near 61. South winds between 5 and 20 and gusting as high as 30. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight with a low about 35. Westerly winds between 10 and 15 and gusting as high as 30. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center. Currently, it's 43 degrees.
Got a news tip or story idea? Email news at 989WORD.com. I'm Lee Rogers with the Tara Show on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Such a creamy voice. Such a creamy voice.
Text the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line at 800-905-0989.
This is the Terra.
And you're very welcome back to the Tara Show. Odie filling in. Tim is helping me out. It's kind of turned into the Odie and Tim show this morning, ever so slightly. Tara will be back. She'll be back on the 2nd. She'll be back into her full flight, as only Tara can do. Now, I was asking earlier on, on the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line 800-905-0989. I was asking for some of your good news stories, and a text message is just after coming in, and it gives me the warm fuzzies. It really does. I'm really happy for you, Texter, because Texter's just after saying, Odie, special accomplishment. I paid my house mortgage early. So I'm not sure if you've paid it off, if it's done, are you finished? Let me know, Texter. But congratulations.
Yeah,
That is a really
congrats.
big deal, because that's a lot of money coming out of your paycheck every single week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just imagine what you can do with that money now.
man, that'd be amazing. Odie, we were talking about Joe Biden as well, and the fact that he shouldn't even be in the White House at the minute, let alone running the country. It said, Odie, Joe Biden was sundowning long before DNC convention in 2020. Rush Limbaugh even accused Jill, this is Dr. Jill, of elderly abuse. I'm 100% with you on that one, Texter.
Yeah.
What is it? What we got? Oh, yeah. Texas says, Joe Biden is pure evil, and I cannot wait until the 20th of January. Definitely with that one. We were asking earlier on as well about your favorite ice cream, and somebody said anything peanut butter. What if you can get peanut butter ice cream? Can you get peanut butter ice cream?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, maybe I'm still
Well,
living
you can
in
get
the
like
past.
Reese's ice cream.
Reese's Pieces ice cream.
It's like a chocolate peanut butter. Yeah.
Oh, that could be nice. Odie, you should try the red velvet shake from Sonic. I think I've tried it. I really think I might have
Ooh, I'm
tried
gonna
it.
have to get my wife that. That's her favorite.
Yeah,
She loves red velvet cake.
Red velvet is nice. And we were talking about bless your heart. Texter said, Odie, I will never say bless your heart to you because I like you too much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
It's a term of endearment.
Ever so slightly. Now, sometimes we get text messages into the show that sometimes they're nasty. Sometimes they're a little bit horrible. And we read them and we have fun and we giggle.
Yeah.
We have fun with that. But there's one came in a couple of minutes ago. Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, just checked the stream. And Tim is not as scrawny as he sounds. I always pictured him to be a beanpole. I have a funny story about that, Tim.
Well, what's funny about that is I actually used to be a beanpole. Yeah.
Yeah, you
but
were
not anymore.
You were thin back in the day.
That back in the day, yeah.
And I never really was. I was always big. Now I was lean, but I was a bit bigger. But I was out a couple of weeks back. I was in Ingalls,
Right.
and somebody walked up to me and they were like, "Oh, hey, are you Odie?" I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "You're taller than you sound." I was like,
What? Wait, what?
he just rocked up.
What exactly are you trying to imply there, sir?
I'm just a little bit kind of like I'm okay. Thank you, I guess. So yeah, he just said you're taller than you sound. And a couple of last year, or was it last year? Maybe the year before. You may or may not know I used to host a small little TV show coming out of Anderson. It was highlighting some good stuff in the upstate and whatever happened in Anderson. We had people on, and just a couple of special guests on, whatever. And it ran for about 6 or 7 months, and then inevitably got cancelled. But these things happen. And I was in a store. I was in a store in Greenville, and somebody walked up to me. Oh, hey Odie, how are you? And I was like, oh, I'm really good. And oh, can we get a selfie? Yeah, no problem at all. And they were like, yeah, I really enjoy your show. And I was like, well, thank you, I really appreciate that. And as they were walking away, they turned and said to me, oh, by the way, you're getting better. And I was like,
what?
Is
what are you talking about? I'm already good.
Is that a backhanded compliment? It's one of those.
Well, in their defense, I don't think that they meant it that way.
But... No. Well, it was an older couple. It was a gentleman and a lady, and I think they were probably 30 seconds away from blessing my heart.
Yeah.
They were just a little bit. I just thought it was.
I've never had anything like that, but I have been stared at.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I get that as well.
Yeah, I have been stared at, and at first, the first time it happened, I didn't know how to take it. I thought that these people were looking at my wife, maybe she had done something to offend them or something. I was like, honey, did you do something?
Did you do? Yeah.
And then she's like, no, I don't know why, but it's making me feel uncomfortable too. And I was like, okay, well, and I just didn't even think about it. And then later on, I was like, you know what? Maybe they recognized me from, from the station.
Here's the funny thing. The funny thing that I get, and I've had it happen to me a few times. If you see me in public, come up and say hello to me because I'm very approachable, and I'll have the chats. I've no problem.
Same here.
Yeah, I've no problem having chats, conversations. I'll talk to you. We can take selfies, do whatever. It's when people from a distance record me. I could be in. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could be having food. Like a few weeks back, I was having food in Texas Roadhouse, and I just kind of looked at the side of my eye, and I seen somebody recording me, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I know they know me, and I know why they're doing it. But
Maybe they were just doing it to send to their friend, like, oh, look, I saw Odie.
exactly, yeah, it was
You
like,
know?
"But come up to me and have a chat." Like, seriously, come on up. I'm not going to bite.
Yeah.
Just come on up, have a chat, and it's the same. We see it on Saturday nights when myself and Lonzo go out for a pre-show dinner,
Yeah.
and people will be there and be like, "That's Lonzo and Odie," and come on up to us, have a chat with us. We're here now. I'm actually. Would you believe that we are 42 minutes into the show, and I'm finally going to get into the main part of the show?
Like I said, it's my fault.
No, we've been having fun here this morning.
Yeah.
Somebody said on the text line, he said, "You're taller than you sound." What were they expecting? A man in a green suit peddling marshmallows, looking for his pot of gold.
Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking.
I think that's what it is. Now, New Year's resolutions. Have you made a New Year's resolution? Are you going to make a New Year's resolution? Because tonight, 12 o'clock, we start a brand new year. 2025 is kicking off, and I'm going to make it a year. I'm going to make it a good year. And I've decided not to make a resolution. I've decided to make goals.
There you go.
Study has proven that if you make a New Year's resolution, out of the thousands and millions and probably billions of people that will make a New Year's resolution, only 46% of those people actually stick to it.
Yeah.
And they keep going. You're more likely to fail after the first 4 weeks. You're more than likely to drop your New Year's resolution. It also goes on to say that if you set a goal for yourself and not a resolution, that you are 85% more likely to stick to your goal.
Right.
So my goal in 2025 is to get back to the weight I was when I came to America, which was 185, 86 pounds. I'm now 240.
Did you try PhD weight loss?
Haven't tried it yet,
Mhm.
but I'm going to try. I'm going to try the stubborn way first. The Odi way is like, no, I'll do this.
Well, from what I hear around the station, it's pretty good.
Yes, Bill has done it. Rob has done it. Lonzo did it. There was a lot of people, and
Lee,
Tara. So the PhD weight loss program is a massive thing, and I've seen the results.
Yeah,
I have seen the results.
Yeah.
Bill has lost. He shed pounds, so people are looking good from the PhD weight loss program. But I'm going to try it the hard way first. I'm going to try and get back as best I can, and I'm also. I do a lot of media, obviously working in radio and doing a few extracurriculars. I do a lot of media, and I make little videos and small little short films. I actually made one with a very good friend of mine, Danny, last night. And I think I need to start making at least one short film a month just to keep my creative juices going. So I want to know, when we come back, we're going to be talking about Tim's resolutions, if he has any, or goals. You never know what he could be doing. And I want you to get your thoughts and goals into me as well on the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line, 800-905-0989. You are listening to News Talk 98.9 WORD. It is the voice of the Carolinas. Oh, a bit of corn.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Is that corn?
Yeah, it's corn.
Yeah.
I thought you said something else that I
Yeah.
can't say, like, on the air or
On the stream.
yeah. Well, we could say it on the stream, but
I think we can. I don't
it
think
may be frowned upon by the higher ups. Bro, if you do short films, do you mind if I do the audio on one?
Yeah, of course.
That's what I've been wanting to get into. I did it in school. And
Have you an audio capturer? I have, but I normally just
microphones? Yeah.
yeah, no, I have mics and all that kind of stuff. I have the full kit, like.
Yeah. You mean like a Foley artist or something?
No, I'm not looking for that kind of expertise yet.
Okay.
but
I do that
eventually.
So yeah, like that was my degree in
Oh,
school.
okay, cool.
So, any audio thing that you need for your videos,
Yeah.
I would be more than happy
Oh, cool.
to do it.
Can't pay you anything. There's no money in it.
No, that's fine. I just asked that I can use it on my portfolio.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no problem at all. So
Um,
last night, what I was doing
that
is
would be awesome.
I'll actually show you the video in a couple of minutes. I'll show you during the news. It's only like 2 minutes. It's a short film. But that's the thing, a short film, and this is a stream exclusive. A short film, it's a 2 minute film, like literally short film. It took an hour and a half to record everything because you have to get different angles. And I don't just do straight ons. I do a take, move, a take, move, a take, and it took about an hour and a half.
You don't use multiple cameras. You just take.
I
from
use
different
one,
angles?
yeah, one from different angles,
Mhm.
as well as that because
I had to do that in my last wedding. I only had one. I was on
yeah,
a
yeah.
shooter. Yeah.
That's I hate that. Now you could set up a static camera as well to have a second one running.
Yeah, it was rough. I did do that. I had that one running, but like still, I even still had to like get the side to sides and like
editing is tight.
it was a nightmare just because I went back to edit it and I had a gimbal and like even with the gimbal, like just
still
like I'm running back and forth. Like it was crazy.
But it took an hour and a half to film it, and it took about 4 hours to edit it. About 3 or 4 hours to edit it because you're getting each shot and you're bringing it in and you're.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think people realize that because, and this is what I want to talk about as well about the TikToks, is that it's too easy to edit on TikTok, but you're not editing your own stuff.
No, you're
when we come back, that's what I'm going to be talking.
Okay, yeah, I love talking production, bro. We can talk production anytime you want.
We will definitely do that.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual
Newstalk 98.9, this is the Terra Show.
No, it's not. It's Odi Show.
It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you.
Peanut butter sticks? Okay, what's your name?
Shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join
Christy?
hundreds of thousands of
What city are
guys
you from,
who can help
Christy?
for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free
All right,
online
we'll
visit
get
and
you-
find
we'll
ED
get you on in
treatment
just
up
a
to
few minutes,
95% off brand name prices. Go to hims.com/joy.
All right.
That's hims.com/joy.
So that was Christy from. Just say Christy. I can't remember where she's from.
98.9.
Save it on your phone.
This is the Tara Show, only on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
The voice of the Carolinas.
And you're very welcome back to the Tara Show. Odi and Tim filling in on this New Year's Eve morning. We've kind of turned the show upside down, inside out, back to front and sideways, and we are having a little bit of fun. Anything that's on your mind, you can get us into it on the common sense. I'm going to try that one again. Anything that's on your mind, you can get it into us on the common sense retirement planning text line. Now, if you haven't heard, we have changed our text number. It is no longer the old number. So get out your phone, take your phone. I can wait. I can hang on for a second. Just can't tell you the weather outside because it's there. Have you got your phone out? Is your phone out? Okay. 800-905-0989. I'll say it again. 800-905-0989. That is the text number. And it is also the WORD talk line, and which we are going to go to right now on the talk line. Tim, who have we got on the? Who have we got? Is it
Chrissy? And she
Chrissy?
wants to talk about ice cream.
Oh, okay. Morning, Chrissy. How are you?
Good morning, Odi. How are you?
Well, I was tired, but I have copious amounts of coffee in me now. So, and and Tim, I have copious amounts of coffee in me, so I'm we're a little bit hyper here in the studio this morning. But how are you, Chrissy?
I'm
what's your
fine.
morning doing?
Trying to get there with you, but I was on my way into the office, and I heard you talking about peanut butter and ice cream. And
right,
I do want to say that, Tim, peanut butter, the Reese's peanut butter ice cream, that's okay. I happen to be a huge, huge Reese's fan. I love Reese's, but Reese's ice cream does not cut it. Cody, what you need to do is you need to go. Everybody wants to put peanut butter with chocolate. Peanut butter with chocolate. It stands on its own. Go to an ice cream shop called Stanley's. It's on East North Street, right at Haywood Road. Family owned.
Okay.
I know where
You
that
go
is.
in and you tell, they got the best freaking ice cream around.
All right.
Anyway,
Definitely.
I'm not biased. But if you go in there and you ask them for a peanut butter shake and you tell them you want it made with vanilla ice cream,
Okay.
it is going to be the best thing you've put in your mouth.
I'm gonna have to
ever.
go try that. I'll try it definitely.
Well, Chrissy, thanks very much for
It is-
taking the time to give us a call this morning, and we really appreciate that. So there you go, vanilla ice cream in a shake with peanut butter.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna try that actually. But who else does that is Cookout.
Okay.
Yeah, Cookout
Okay.
does the same thing. But I want to try this. I'm gonna try this other place though.
Do definitely.
I
Now-
love homemade ice cream.
Homemade ice cream is good. I like homemade ice
Yeah.
cream. On the text line, people are testing. Yeah, no, it works. We can see it. 708. We can see your test. So we talked a little bit about leprechauns, and now the text line is after exploding. I used to pick up marshmallow pieces out of Lucky Charms cereals. A lot of people used to have. You know, I've only eaten Lucky Charms once, and they've done something to my insides.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Lucky Charms.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
My kids love it. Though.
They can keep them. No. I
Never
no.
liked the marshmallows. They taste funny.
Well, you see, last time, the first and last time I ate Lucky Charms was last year. Somebody gave me Lucky Charms and I ate them, and they made everything green.
Yeah.
Everything. Everything. Now, I don't want to get too gross or vulgar at 6:53 on your New Year's Eve morning. I don't want to go into too much detail, but everything was green. It's kind of like the first time I ever had I had an upset stomach and I took some Pepto-Bismol. Nobody warns you. Nobody warns you about one of the side effects. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it settles your stomach and it does a good job, but the next day it scares you. You know, it makes you a little bit nervous and a little bit afraid. But yes. And on the speaking of all things a little bit crazy and a little bit different, on the text line, somebody says, Odi, do you own a blackthorn shillelagh? And is it is it a weapon or a walking stick? Thanks. But here's the thing about a shillelagh is I maybe you've heard about shillelaghs before. I don't know. But there's a song called I Battered Him with My Shillelagh, which means that you hit somebody with your shillelagh. It is a weapon. The shillelagh was made so that it could be a walking stick, or if you needed to have a weapon on your hand, on your side, you had a stick, because a blackthorn shillelagh had thorns on it. So you could walk if you needed to walk, and you could defend yourself if you needed to defend yourself. And in answer to your question, no, I don't. I don't have a blackthorn shillelagh. Don't have one at all. Somebody else on the text line says to me, have a great day. Well, I'm going to try my best. I will definitely try my best. On the stream, Trey is long. Trey, good morning. How are you, sir? I love me some blue raspberry ices.
Yo, blue raspberry ices are so good.
But
They are so good.
They paint the town green too. How does blueberry ice cream paint? Oh yeah, because it mixes with yellow, and then you get green.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how that works. Have we got someone on the phone, Tim?
Yeah, we're about to go to break though.
Oh, okay. Tell you what. When we come, oh no, what have we got? We got a minute or two.
We got 10 seconds before I start this bed.
Okay, so as soon as if anybody doesn't know what a bed is, it's not something you lie on. A bed is something that sounds a little bit like this. And that means, Odi, stop talking. When we come
and
back,
not so many words.
When we come back, you're listening to News Talk 98.9. Oh, it's gone crazy.
Dude, we're rocking it, man.
Oh,
of course, we haven't hung out in a long time. I think that's why.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so. I think it's been quite a while since we've been.
Oh, I missed that call. What?
Why was there
Cappuccino fudge blitz? That's an ice cream. I just came in on the text line
Yeah.
stream.
Publix do a cappuccino fudge blitz?
What?
That's cray, man. If you're watching on the stream, give me one of them.
It's cray, fam.
It's cray. It's just crazy, man.
Oh my goodness.
That would be nice.
Oh, we going too hard at 6 a.m.
Yes, we are.
Get noticed with vehicle wraps from Catasoon. Turn your vehicle into a rolling.
We need that Drake song. I got energy. I got a whole lot of energy or something like that.
We're a little bit hyper this morning. I'm not. Listen, if you're on the stream and you're watching, I'm not even going to apologize for our hyperness, because at 7 o'clock in the morning, you need a little taste of hyper. You do, 100%.
Yeah.
I know people. I've known people that are not morning people at all,
Yeah.
and I've done morning radio before. I've never had my own morning radio stuff, but I've done fill-ins for, like, back in Ireland, and you get people on the phone. Hi, could you play Eminem? Okay, caller, where are you calling from? What? I just want to hear Eminem. That's all I want to hear. Okay. You'd be giddy and you'd be lively and you'd be.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've always been a morning person. It's just something about. Well, no, I haven't always been a morning person. I take that back. When I was in high school, my mom hated waking me up in the morning.
Oh, okay.
But as I've grown and I've got kids and stuff now, I love the mornings. Like, I can't stand like sleeping into the afternoon. Like, it bothers me every time I do it.
I get a headache if I stay in bed too long.
Yeah, like, get up, enjoy the day, like, hang out with your kids if you don't know what to do. Like,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's what I do. Or like, you work on the short films and stuff. I play a lot of music at home. I write music at home. So
I don't write music. I can never write music for some reason.
you know what? I'm finding that I'm getting pretty good at it.
I don't know where to start. I never know where to start.
For me, I start with the.
Some people say a melody. If you have a melody,
It depends.
Or if you have a chord progression at least.
Yeah, like for me, it's riffing. So like, I'll find a riff that I
yeah, but
like.
you play lead guitar more, do you?
Nah, I'm more of a rhythm guitar player, and I play a lot of acoustic stuff.
Trey, we're going to talk about that when we come back. I'm going to be talking about TikTok, and I'm going to be talking about making films and I want to show you that. Trey, go on to my YouTube page and look at the last video I made. I made a video yesterday. Have a little look at that. We're actually we'll talk about making videos. Press play on that when you're ready.
About dropping out of the 2024 presidential election, believing now that he could have defeated now President-elect Donald Trump. Good morning, I'm Lee Rogers in the News Talk 98.9 WOID 24/7 News Center. Fox's Lucas Tomlinson has more.
Back in October, President Biden made the following quip to Fox News.
Do you reconsider dropping out of the race?
It turns out there could have been more behind that joke. The Washington Post reports Biden and some of his aides still believe he should have stayed in the race, and have told people in recent days that he could have defeated Trump.
The actual phone call?
Yeah.
Mr. Biden's biggest regret seems to be that he dropped out of the race.
I'm just going to mute this for a second.
Mr.
Did you do the audio separate, or did you use a lot of the
No,
audio
so
from-
I use so we're back unmuted again now, so we can chat.
Okay.
I use lavaliers, so I hidden mics,
Mm.
and I record everything on the camera, so I keep the audio and the video together. I have done it the other way where I record separately.
See, that's what I'm good at, dude. Like I can sync audio.
Yeah, I can,
Yeah.
but you saw there my gunshots were a little bit out of sync, just
Just a little.
tiny
Yeah.
little bit.
But it's hard to like if it was somebody just watching it though.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, and that's like people
notice.
that have watched it didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
And a very good friend of mine, he's big into audio and video,
Mhm.
and he said it to me. He said, "You're a little bit out. You're a touch out on some of your Foley stuff."
Mhm.
And I was like, "Yeah." So I was going to use a real gun. That's why you didn't see anything.
Yeah.
So no, we're definitely going to talk about that when we come back on the video
Oh,
side
yeah,
of things.
definitely.
A close call for a top 20 men's basketball team, but not on the hardwood. It was on the tarmac at LAX.
I've been trying to produce a promo for my band, and I haven't been able to.
You need to do that, man.
I know. I'm
I'll
trying
do
to
it
do
with
an
you. I'll take the video.
influencer style, like
Yeah.
video. I have a script and everything. I got it
Let's
all.
do it, yeah.
Just find a fun time without the kids there. they're on school break, so like I'm
Yeah.
waiting on that to
Yep.
finish up.
A Delta spokesman said there were no problems for its aircraft. Deborah Valentine, Fox News.
News Talk 98.9 WORD News Time 7:04. Business news brought to you by Common Sense Retirement Planning. Join them Saturdays 10 a.m. to noon and Sundays at 8 a.m. and 4 to 6 p.m. here on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
98.9 WORD Business News.
Isn't it crazy when you start to know everything in your brain? You know the scripts and
Yeah, like no, I'll tell you the craziest thing is being able to listen without listening. Like just being able to retain what you need out of the and still know what they're talking about and know like I can only do it when there's nobody in here though. Like I can't while doing other things.
somebody sent in a text message there and said, I would like to hear if there's anything going on about the $1 billion of unknown money. This is Terry. I'm not sure what he's talking about. I'm after looking it up there for $1 billion of unaccounted money.
I'm Chris Lee. That's your News Talk 98.9 WORD Business News. Now look at traffic from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Traffic Center, and we've still got a speed limit drive on the major highways and interstates. Now the Carolina's most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center.
We'll see a few spotty rain showers at times today. Cloudy skies, a high in the low 60s. For tonight, mostly clear and a low near 35. Thursday, Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high around 54. I'm meteorologist.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Sheetsky from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center. Currently, it's 43.
Download the free
Trey, YouTube. YouTube is the biggest beginner's guide to anything you want to do on audio and video. We're going to talk about that all in a second. How is it hour 2 already?
I know, right?
From high atop Hogback Mountain.
We're covering the Carolinas like never before with 100,000 watts of power. This is the Terra Show.
Well, good morning, and you're very welcome to this, the New Year's Eve special. Odi and Tim in for Tara. We've kind of gone a little bit off script this morning.
Well, I'm always here, but
we're profiling you today.
Yeah.
We're not profiling you. We're highlighting.
yeah.
We've gone a little bit off script. We've gone completely off script. Everything that I have down on my bullet points this morning, we haven't touched any of them yet because we've been talking about Sleepy Joe, because Sleepy Joe has decided in his infinite wisdom, I don't think I think I'm still running for president of the United States of America, and I'm going to make a great president next year when I come into the presidency. But no, sorry, Joe, you're not. You're not a president. You're the ice cream president. Definitely, you're going to go down in history as the ice cream president. We've also been talking about your different ice creams that kind of exploded, and there's
Yeah.
been lots of different talk of ice cream. We want to hear your thoughts. You can get me on the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line 800-905-0989. Yes, we have changed it. It is the exact same number that you will need to call us, and we are taking calls as well. Tim is going to answer the phone, and we'll get you live on air and we'll have a chat. Now, during the news, we were talking a little bit about video production. Now, you may or may not know that myself and Tim, we not only do we work in radio, but we also work a little bit with short films and movies. And I've worked on movie sets, and I've had a lot of fun doing that. But if something has popped up in the last couple of weeks, and it kind of annoys me a little bit, is TikTok. It's
Right.
it's ever so slightly just annoys me. And the reason that it annoys me is because when you're looking at TikTok, you might watch 100 videos, and out of those 100 videos, there might be one video that is a person's own creation. It's something that they've thought about it, they've wrote a script for it, they've decided how to write it, how to film it, how to edit it, how to do everything, and it's all their own stuff. It's
Right.
all their own creativity. Everything else is they're singing along to Carly Rae Jepsen, to Taylor Swift, people making silly noises, and it's just
Not to mention reactions to other people's content.
it is yeah. There's a lot
Like,
of
there's a
reaction,
lot of that.
and I think if TikTok is to disappear next year, tomorrow, if it is to disappear, for one, I definitely won't miss it. I will not miss TikTok because I don't. While it is entertaining, it's death scrolling. You're just looking at it and you're looking at the same audio over and
Mhm.
over again, just people doing it differently.
You're right.
You're looking at the same dancing. Like there could be, there's a couple of dancers. There's a German girl and an Australian guy. They're a couple and they dance, but they dance to the exact same song every single video. Every video they do is the same
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, and I've noticed that because I get a lot of songwriting stuff.
Yeah.
And like where it's like it's like one person doing the same song, like their song. Like it's like, do you have any other songs? Like
Yeah.
but it'll be just that one song, and it's like 100 videos on that one song of this one artist just doing that over and over and over and over.
Exactly.
And it's like, okay, I'd like to hear your other stuff. Like, where can I find your other stuff?
Yeah.
And it turns out that they're just like one hit wonders or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing that would really annoy me about that is, for argument's sake, if I had a song that was in the charts,
Mhm.
like just going to throw it out there, and if people were constantly using my song in TikToks, and I wasn't seeing any royalties from it, like you're using my you are using my created that word.
Your creative ability.
That's the one.
Got you, bro.
See, that's what you're here for. And
I'll translate.
Yeah, you seriously, it's one of those mornings. It's almost akin to using someone's image. You're using what my brain thought up, and I'm not getting anything for you using what I put out into the world. And that to me is a little bit kind of like, if you give somebody the rights to use your stuff, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when somebody starts to use it and they're monetizing because people on TikTok make money,
Mhm.
I think it's a lazy way to make money because you're not doing the work yourself.
Right.
Now, last night,
It's all generated around passive income.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Last night, myself and a buddy of mine, we made a short film. Now you can see it if you go on to the Odrin Fitzgerald YouTube page. You can see a lot. You'll see all of my videos. The language is a little bit. I will give you a language warning on it. Don't watch it in front of your kids. But it's typical Irish gangster stuff. So yeah, that's one of the videos. But I do a lot of videos, and we were talking about it earlier on as to how videos are made, and on the stream, because we are streaming live on the News Talk 98.9 Facebook page. You can check us out on the stream. Trey came up to me and he said, Odi, what is the most challenging thing about making videos? For me, actually, no, Tim, what do you think is the most challenging about making videos?
Getting the content.
Like creating the content?
Well, getting it, like, because I do a lot of like I do a lot of weddings, so just getting out there and actually recording it and
Yeah.
getting it how you want it,
Mhm.
how you think it's gonna go in your head, and how it goes in production later is
Mhm.
always different.
Oh, completely.
So, just I would say getting the content is usually more of a challenge to me, but once I'm in the studio and I'm on my computer, I'm good. I'm a fiddler.
Yeah.
So
I will have to say something along those lines. I think the most challenging one for me is time
yeah.
because as I was talking earlier, I made the short film. It's called The Call, and it's 2.5 minutes long. And I
Mhm.
know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a short film. Like that's what short films are. They're between I think it's between 2 minutes and 7 minutes is a short film.
Mhm.
And for me to make that, and no, I'm not a terrible filmmaker. I'm not bad. I'm not slow at it. I'm pretty quick and
Yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
it's pretty it's pretty decent stuff.
and I'm pretty fast at editing as well.
Mhm.
But between the initial conception of the idea and writing the script, recording it, and putting it all down, it was about 10 hours in total of everything I needed to do. That doesn't
Mhm.
include like thinking about it for maybe a week before that, or a couple of days before that. But it takes time.
Finding the time to actually get it
Mhm.
done. Because it takes so long
It
sometimes
does.
to gather that content.
It does.
And because you're seeing it when you watch the video, you're
Yeah.
seeing the best takes of everything.
Oh yeah.
But how many times did you have to record that?
Yeah.
Like, so, like, for me, I think what you're saying is true. It's time, and especially if you have a family and you have
Mhm.
kids. It's like we were just talking
Yeah.
earlier, like, I've been trying to get a band promo out, and
It's trying to get the time to do it.
just getting the time to do it, I mean, that's definitely gonna take me all day.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
like, so the stats are for every minute of original footage that you record and you put out on YouTube or out into the wild blue yonder. Now, I mean, of original footage of stuff that you've recorded yourself and you do everything yourself or with your crew. On average, it takes about 3 hours for every minute, and that's with your recording and with your editing and all that kind of fun stuff. On average, it takes a TikToker, if they make a 1 minute video, it takes them 4 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it takes
Mhm.
because they use editing on their phone
And they'll
and
piggyback off of somebody
they
else's
piggyback off
hard
someone else.
work.
They don't have to. They can scroll. They're scrolling through it and they say, "Oh, there's a song. There's Taylor
But
Swift."
it's beneficial, I would say, for argument's sake,
Mhm.
it is beneficial for the people that are making the music because they want you to
Oh
use
yeah,
it because they want that to spread.
they're going to get publicity from it.
Yeah.
And yeah, now I'm not saying that every TikTok artist is terrible because there is some TikTok artists and it leads on to something else. It leads on to them saying, if I had a good camera, I could do better stuff. And if I had better audio and better editing equipment, I could maybe make this into a proper career. When I come back, we're going to be talking more about your resolutions and we might slag off Joe Biden again. You never know. You're listening to News Talk 98.9 WORD. It is the voice of the filmmakers.
Voice of the filmmakers.
Now look at traffic from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Traffic Center. Still no collisions or delays to tell you about. Now the Carolina's most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather
Showers at times today, cloudy skies, a high in the low 60s. For tonight, mostly clear and a low near 35. New Year's Day, Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high around 54. I'm meteorologist.
I did not sleep nearly enough last night. I got about 4 hours.
I didn't get that much either. I stayed up too late. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I messed up last night. I told you I had some fun last night. I got into it with one of my friends about production. That's what was funny.
No, what happened to me is like I go to bed at 11 o'clock. That's the time I go to bed. I get up every morning to go to work. I get up at about 20 to 6 and get up, have a shower, and I'm in work I'm supposed to be in work at 7. Well, I'm not supposed to be, but I get to work 4 7, so I'm there about 10 to 7 or whatever. This morning, alarm rang off 3:30, and I was like, "Oh, it's way too early. Like it's almost 3 hours earlier than I can normally get up."
I don't want to say that you get used to this time slot, but
Oh, you will because before the Christmas, I did a couple of days on the trot.
At first you
And,
start
yeah.
to, but then later on it does get draining. Like you're like, oh god, I don't want to do this
It does, it does. But like, you start. I'd say you start fading at about 7 o'clock in the evening, do you?
Me?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little earlier. Now that I've gotten used to it, I can go until about 8, 9 o'clock.
And then
Last night
that's
has
it,
been
yeah.
weird, but that's because I've been on vacation for a week. So like, I was staying up late when my son played video games last week. So
Yeah, no, like I don't want to stay up late tonight. I probably won't make it to 12 o'clock tonight, but then again I might, and then I'm messed up again. Trey, you still there, buddy? Yeah. Go to YouTube, and everything you need to know is there. Or you have my personal.
if you want to pay
Facebook.
for something, it's actually it's not expensive. It's
Yeah.
pretty inexpensive. LinkedIn Learning.
Oh yeah.
LinkedIn Learning, it's $30 a month. Honestly, what I do if I really need to learn something, I'll go on to that. I'll pay the $30. I'll take a whole class on there, and you can get it done in less than a month.
Yeah.
And you can cancel
No,
it.
it does work.
I do that all the time.
I find as well though, if I'm doing something,
It's a cancel anytime thing. So,
oh, okay.
mhm.
I find if I'm doing something like last night now, it's been a while since I put bars into a video, like the letterboxing or whatever you want to call it. The
Captions.
No, not captions. Making it look like a movie theater. You know, you've the black bars.
Oh,
on top.
letterboxing.
Yeah, letterboxing.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done that, and I was just like, I know it's something. What is it?
I don't even know how to do that. So
you crop into it. It's easy enough when cropping.
I haven't learned that yet.
I just popped into YouTube and I said, "How do I letterbox in Premiere
Yeah.
Pro?" And
But
it popped up.
even still, like
It does. Yeah, and it's not to say
knowing the
because-
terminology is half the battle.
Yeah.
So
that's only a little thing as well. If you're letterboxing and you're not doing it right, it won't last for you. And it just
I'll tell you another great resource is AI, Chat GPT.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, such a great resource to get started on stuff. Yeah. You can actually literally say, "Hey, tell me basic terminology for video editing," and then it'll give you basic terminology. This is what this is, and then you can go through and say, "Okay, what is this?" And then what is this? And then what is this? And like, yeah, like Chat GPT is actually a great resource.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't see it as AI. I see it as a search engine. I see it as a conglomerate of everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it just compresses it down into a bite-sized kind of thing, and you're like, "Oh, okay, that works."
Right.
Some people just don't.
That's how I've learned 90% of my video editing is with Chat GPT, YouTube, and LinkedIn.
I've learned it the hard way. I've learned it like I've gone to study sound engineering.
See, I learned audio the hard way.
Yeah,
I went to school for that.
I never learned editing, film editing. I taught myself how to film edit, and yeah. Trey watched your video. Is the guy actually in Dublin, or was that just masterful editing? I guess you'll have to find out.
Yeah. Leave that up to the viewer.
If it looked like it was real, it was real. And you're very welcome back to the Tara Show. Good morning. How is your day going so far? 7:21. It is early, really early. I appreciate you tuning in. Tara's not here. Odi and Tim, we're looking after you on your New Year's Eve morning.
We're here for you.
We are here not only for you, but the people beside you also. We're here for everybody. We're here for everybody. We were talking earlier on about your New Year's resolution. Now, a text message came in a couple of minutes ago. Let me just see if I can find this. Oh, yeah. Odi, I would like to hear if there is anything going on about the $1 billion of unknown money. And that comes in from Terry. Now, I wasn't 100% sure what you were talking about, unknown money, because, I mean, I'd like to know my money. So I looked it up, and yes, billions, not just 1 billion, but billions of dollars in unclaimed property. Now, property being a broad statement, is waiting to be discovered by Americans. Now, what kind of property are you asking? It's not just houses, because houses aren't just property. Everything that you own is property. Well, there is a lot of money held up in uncashed paychecks. Now, who doesn't cash? You want to be really rich not to cash your paychecks, not to know, not
Yeah.
to know. Like, I could tell you, I don't want to know, and I don't want to know on the text line. I don't want to know exact figures, numbers, anything like that. But do you know roughly how much is in your bank account? Because you have to budget, and I budget, so
Yeah.
roughly to within maybe $102, I'll know what's in my bank account.
Right.
So I'm not one of those people that doesn't cash my paychecks. I know,
Yeah, you need those.
yeah, you kind
Need
have
those to survive.
they're kind of important, So uncashed paychecks, you want to be really rich. Refunds or deposits. Now I can see that one happening.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can see refunds and deposits, and you're forgetting about them or you're not using them. Sometimes if you go to a store and you get a refund, they give you store credit, and
I hate that.
I hate it too.
I hate it.
But you'd be kind of like, oh well, I don't need anything at the minute, so I'll come back in a couple of weeks and I'll pick up some store credit in a few weeks, and
Right.
then you forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could have $200 sitting in an account somewhere I'm using it as an example. No, I'm not going to say the name. One of the best electronic stores out there, but I'm not mentioning any of the
Okay.
names. You could have $200 store credit and you could forget about it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So that's how some money goes there. A dormant bank account. So you could have a bank.
A
could have
dormant bank account.
Yeah, so dormant one is something that you could have opened up many, many years ago,
Mhm.
and you may
Just
have
forgot about it.
You may have had to open it for a savings account or a checking account or something small, and you've forgotten about it. And I mean that's accruing money.
Well, I'm not going to
interest
say
in it.
what bank it is, but
Mhm.
I did that once, and I moved, and they didn't have that bank anymore
There you go.
where I moved.
Yep.
But they were charging me money for having the account.
Oh, of course, yeah. Banks will take.
I
money
hate
off.
that.
Banks like money so much that they'll take yours.
Well, the whole idea of a bank is to put your money in the bank to protect your money.
Yes.
Not for them to steal it.
What happens when the EMP hits?
And
Yeah.
no bank in particular.
No, but I'm just saying any bank.
The banking institution itself.
For argument's sake, and this is a really hypothetical, is that you've got $7 billion in a bank account, okay,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden the Russians decide, oh, we want to drop EMP on we're going to drop EMP onto America, and we are going to mess up their systems. Everything is going to crash, and they will no longer have the money that they need. We will have all of the money, and Vladimir will conquer the world. That is how things are
And then
going to
celebrate
happen.
with vodka.
And we are going to celebrate with. We don't call it
With
vodka.
vodka.
We call it fermented potatoes. That's what we like to call it. So then all your money disappears because the bank is gone. The EMP is gone, and that's one thing. When Hurricane Helene came by, I noticed that my credit card and my ATM card, they were no good.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
nothing worked.
Nothing worked. And there was only a few stores. I think Target. The
Yeah.
Target in Spartanburg, it was open, but it was only taking card. It
Yes.
didn't take cash.
Yeah, there was a few stores. My local Ingles.
The line wrapped around that building
Mhm.
was insane.
My local Ingles, they had one card machine working,
Mhm.
and they said, if you're paying in cash, we really appreciate it, but if you have to pay card, we can take card. But yeah, a line.
Mhm.
There was a line almost all the way around the store, and they
Right.
could only let in a certain amount of people every time because the lines were getting so long.
Yep.
So here we are. We're actually going off script again completely. Do you like banks? I don't want to know any information about any banks. Don't name any banks.
I like
but
George Banks.
George Banks.
Yeah.
George
Mary
Banks.
Poppins, bro.
Was that Henry Banks?
No, it's George Banks.
George, yeah, because he worked in the bank. as well.
George Banks.
It was George Banks.
Yes,
wasn't it?
sir.
I've forgotten about that.
Tuppence a bag.
Oh, feeding the birds. Would you like to feed the birds? Tuppence a bag.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no. Do you trust your bank? There you go. There is the topic. You can get it on the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line, 800-905-0989. Yes, I will say that number again because our text number has changed, and I'm talking now to give you time to take your phone out, and because I know it takes a minute to take your phone out and go into the phone, into the pocket computer that you have, and you press the phone icon. Are you there? Are you ready? You ready? 800-905-0989. That is our new text number. It is the exact same as our talk line. So if you want to get to the WRD talk line, 800-905-0989. It is the text line. Do you trust banks? Let me know.
I don't.
100%.
I don't.
Some people do, some people don't.
I
Do you?
don't trust banks.
Some people trust credit unions more than they trust banks.
I do. I will agree with that, but even they have their flaws.
They do. They do. But as I said, well, when Mother Russia decided to drop EMP, we are all messed up anyway. There's nothing good. Nothing good is going to happen from it.
Digital currency. We're all pretty. I mean, it's all pretty much digital currency.
I
now
don't.
Anyway,
it is. I don't. The whole Dogecoin and all of that fun stuff, that just goes over my head. What do you mean you mined it? How did you mine it?
exactly. Yeah.
It's just
Like I don't understand where it comes from either. But I mean, what does our money, like even our paper money, represent?
So I will give you a little history lesson on this. You know,
I'm not an economic person.
No.
This
is not going to be an economical thing. This is going to be like factual. This is 100% fact.
Yeah.
You know why your bank note is called a bank note?
No.
It's because back in the day, the bank note actually had no value. It had zero value.
Mhm.
It was a note stating that you were going to pay somebody a certain amount of gold. And that's what it was. It was a note stating that, it's like, I would make out a note to the bank, and it would be like a check, and I'd be like, I'm
So
going
like
to pay
a medieval checkbook.
not even that far back, like in the 1600s.
I know. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah. And it'd be like, I'm going to pay Tim half an ounce of gold for the 4 horses and the 2 pigs that he's after giving me. And I
Pound
give
of
you the
gold?
bank note, and then you would go to your bank and you would get your gold. And
Right.
that's why bank notes are called bank notes. It's because they were a note from the bank saying that I owed you money.
Right.
When we come back, I am going to be talking about New Year's resolutions because it seems to be the thing. We're also going to be talking about, oh, that's gorillas. I like that one.
Mhm.
We're also going to be talking about your New Year's resolutions. Ice cream seems to be the topic of conversation, so we're going to be talking about that. Tim is going to keep making me laugh. You're listening to New Talk. You're on the News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Oh, it's one of those days.
Yeah, dude. That's a good one. Good morning. This is the Terror Show.
They got scared.
So here's the problem we're running into on the text line. I think some people are accidentally calling when they're trying to
Instead of texting,
text. Yeah.
that can happen.
It was happening all day yesterday where people would like call and then like it would like ring per second and I'd be like, oh,
That's funny.
Well, that's actually interesting. I didn't know that about money, but
so money.
I was referring more to the idea that there's not as much gold as there used to be anymore. There's only so much left now.
There is, but they reckon that we haven't depleted it.
Right.
You know, there's always more to find, and there will always be more to find, and we're not going to run out of it. It's always going to be there.
But my question is like, so we use gold, right? But we also use it as a resource. So like, like they have gold. They use gold in space rockets, and we also use it in wiring and stuff like that. I mean, is that being?
Oh, but it's microscopic
from real gold.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, but it's microscopic. Like it's tiny.
I got you.
Like it's just a film. It's just a coating of gold. It's a plating of gold.
That's why I always wonder. Is like, why are we using gold as a resource if it's
it's so conductive? That's why. The reason for gold stuff is that it's really like, that's gold. That's proper. That's real gold. But it's see it there.
Mine are gold too. I always use gold.
But it's all it is. So what it is it's nickel. they get the nickel and they dip it into a little tank, and there's a gold bar inside the tank. They positively charge the nickel, they negatively charge the gold, and it's in a conductive liquid. I can't remember what the liquid is called, but what it does is it pulls some of the gold from the gold itself, like atoms, atomic particles. It's not even. It's not. It's gold, but it's not real gold. Like you would have to melt down about 1,000 of them to get a piece of gold that you can see. Um, and it's just a plating of gold.
I
But
gotcha.
the plating is enough to give it more conductivity.
Okay.
So that's why we use gold.
I was always wondered about that because I was just like, huh, okay, well, if they're using gold for like wiring and resources and space shuttles and stuff,
Oh,
like,
there's lots there.
Yeah.
There's lots of it around. Will people who are banned on the old text line get a second chance in a new
Why,
text? Text
Trey,
in.
Trey, were you banned?
I think he was.
Was he?
I think Trey was naughty.
Trey, well, don't put it on the stream, but well, Trey, call in and tell me what your number is. I'll tell you if you're banned.
Or text in if you can, Trey.
Well, actually, you don't have to do that anymore, Trey, because there are no banned people on here. So this is a whole new number on here.
Oh, okay.
So nobody's been blocked.
These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them.
So actually, yeah, there's no blocked participants.
That's not good.
I know. I don't know how many people I just said that to. We're on the stream, so
We're on the stream. No, we're good. A lot of people though.
we'll see it later.
I got a really nasty text last week.
I got nasty texts all the time. Well, I used to when I was on Charlie's show a lot.
I haven't got any really bad ones in a long time, but that one I got, I was just like, so that's a horrible thing to say.
And it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day.
Dang, I didn't even see that.
Like me in person. Now,
Well,
through you can get
There's a live read that didn't
full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online
put where it was
process. It
supposed
starts
to.
with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If
In the
prescribed,
white room
to you for free.
with black
So don't worry,
curtains.
join hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
To start your free online visit and find treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. Now look at
Trey just texted in.
Oh, he did?
Mhm.
He did.
Now the Carolina's most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center.
Slightly spotty rain showers at times today. Cloudy skies, a high in the low 60s. For tonight, mostly clear and a low near 35. Thursday, Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high around 54. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Sheets from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center. Currently, it's 44.
Got the news Tipper story idea? Email news at 989WORD.com. I'm Lee Rogers with the Tara Show on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Text or call. One number does it all.
800-905-0989.
This is the Tara Show on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
The voice of the Carolinas. Please welcome special guest host, Odi Fitzgerald.
And you're very welcome back to the Tara Show. Odie here. Tim is helping me out big time. It's one of those mornings. Earlier on, we were asking, do you trust your bank? Do you trust your credit union? Odie, don't like banks. I like credit unions and never have liked banks. Odie, my credit union, no, I do not. Fair enough. Odie, my credit union took everything from me. Took everything from me. My car, made me switch jobs and couldn't wire the money that day when I went to get a house. A total nightmare. I know you used a different word, but I'm not going to do that. Odie, I do trust my bank. Not going to say the name of the bank. Odie, now here's one. Odie, I worked at a credit union, and they are stuck in the Stone Age. I work for bigger banks too, and then they go on to say that your money is not safe. Trust me.
Man, you know what this is what I don't understand about banks, and
Mhm.
maybe somebody out there can help me understand this, but
Go on.
I don't get it. Why do we charge? Why do banks charge people money for not having money? Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Because money, money, money.
But it puts people further in
It
debt.
does. It puts people really far in debt.
Yeah.
The way you know the general principles of how banks make money is that they make money by lending money, not by saving money, not by holding onto your money, not by storing your money for you, because banks do not store your money. They don't. They I go in, I give $100 into the bank, and they say to me, "Oh, look, thanks very much. We're going to use your money, and we're not going to tell you what we're using your money for, but because you're letting us use your money, we're going to give you a 0.5%, or whatever it happens to be, of interest every single
So
year."
you're talking about interest.
Yes.
Yeah,
So that's
curating interest.
exactly. So we're going to give you a little bit of money every single year just because you're letting us use your money.
Right.
And then Tim comes along and he says, "I would like to borrow $100." And they're like, "Yeah, no problem at all. Now, for you borrowing $100, we're going to charge you $5 every year." And you're like, "Okay, that's not too bad, I suppose." When I go into the bank and I say, "I would like my $100 back," they have to find it somewhere else and give it to me. Now, if you haven't paid your interest, they're kind of like, "Well, you haven't paid your interest, so I mean, we've had to use our own money to give to this person, so we're going to charge you for using our money, even though it's your money and it's somebody else's money."
Exactly.
So that's
because they
exactly,
wouldn't be a bank if my money wasn't in it.
yes, that's exactly it. So
Right.
even though that you're helping them, they're taking the money off you, which is what banks do. You have to pay a charge for something that you own already.
Exactly.
It's kind of like, now I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. So
It's taxing taxes.
yes. Don't want to go
And
down
don't
that
get me
rabbit
started
hole
on taxes.
because when you make your money, you pay tax on it. When you go to the store, you pay tax on the money that you've already been taxed on. When you drive your car, you're being taxed for driving your car on a road that you're paying tax on, paying for gas that you've paid tax on. Remember, you've already paid the tax on the money because you've paid into work, and then your work has to pay tax for having you in the building working for them. So it's all tax, tax, tax. Remember,
I tell you one that gets me.
hold on, before you do, 200 and something years ago in Boston, they were paying 1%, 0.4% tax on everything. And they turned the country upside down and
They
inside
did.
out. We are now paying tax on tax on tax.
On tax on tax.
At 20, 22, 23%. And then if you're lucky enough to make a certain amount of money, then you have to pay more tax on
And
that.
God forbid if you don't pay it.
Oh yeah, no, if you don't, but then again, if you don't pay your taxes, they come and get you. But if you pay too much taxes, they don't tell you. You have to look into it. You have
Yeah.
to, like, did I pay too much tax? Oh yeah, no, and now they pay back. When tax season is around the
And
corner.
not to mention the tax code being so confusing that you
It's-
can't.
Yeah, so you have
it
to-
takes like a lawyer to understand
Well, it takes a person in a tax returns. I don't want to mention the names.
I don't trust those people either.
But and you have to give them money. Now I know people will say that there is free online tax return forms you can do. I don't do them. First of all, I don't have the time to do them because I'm trying to do everything else. And second of all, I don't trust myself enough because I would mess something up.
Yeah.
But I go into a building and I say, "Here's my W-2s, and can I have my tax back, please?" And they say, "Yes, there you go. But we're going to charge you for doing that." And again, they have to make money. So not only are you paying tax, but you're paying money to someone that's already. Okay, Odi has just stopped working. My brain has it just completely.
That's what I'm saying. It's an enigma.
It is. It is an enigma.
Yeah.
Now,
big Rubik's cube.
A big Rubik's cube, and I'm going to get off that because it's just no. We were talking about New Year's resolutions, and I was saying that I'm going to try and get my body weight back down to what it was. On the text line, Common Sense Retirement Planning text line, 800-905-0989, said, "Odi, my New Year's resolution goal is to continue working hard at my job and building a motivational brand. You inspire me every time I listen. Thank you, and you're doing a great job." Well, listener, thank you very much, because you are why I do this. You are the reason that I come in here in the mornings I know I don't come in every morning, but on Sunday, my own show, Sunday nights with Odi Fitzgerald on 8 o'clock every Sunday night. You are the reason that I do that. That's why I come in here and I talk on the radio, is to try my best to motivate everybody. Now, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a little bit of a motivational. Everything that you're doing, you are doing the best at what you can. Don't let anybody tell you that you are not doing the best, because you are. You are doing the best job at everything that you are possibly trying to do. Everybody out there has struggles. Everybody out there has issues going on. Everybody. And I mean everybody. There is nobody on the face of this planet who does not have some sort of struggle, something in the back of their brain, something that's niggling at them, something that is getting them a little bit down, a little bit upset. Behind closed doors, people are different. Out in the open, out in the public, you could see someone and you're like, oh, look at that person. He's funny and he's laughing, and or she's incredible and she's so confident. Like you might see a girl walking down the street and you can just see the confidence on that person. But behind a closed door, she could have debts piling up. She could have abusive family members. She could be getting abusive messages sent to her on Instagram or TikTok or anywhere like that. So what I will say is, first of all, you need to congratulate yourself because you are doing a fantastic job. And I'm talking to you, everybody out there, you. You are doing an amazing job at everything that you do. Everything that you set your mind to, you are doing fantastic. You're getting up every morning, you are doing it. And even if you're getting up in the morning and you're finding that you're not able to do it, but you're trying, you're giving it a go. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you for doing that. Go easy on each other. We're coming into a new year. We're going to a brand new, a fresh start. Go easy on each other. Because, as I've said, the world is not an easy place and we're not going to survive in the end. We're all going to lose the battle at some stage at the very end of it. So look after each other. And one thing I will say is, if you do need a little bit of help, if you feel like things are getting a little bit overwhelming for you, there is always help out there. Ask for help and you will receive help. Hardest thing in the world to do is ask for help. Second hardest thing is to say sorry and mean it. But the hardest thing to do is ask for help. And if you need a little bit of extra help, you can call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, which is 988. And if you don't feel like calling them, you can text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. There's always somebody there. There's always somebody going to take your call, always somebody going to reply to your message. And that number again is 988. I know that this time of year can be really hard for some people. Look, you're doing an absolutely fantastic job. I'm very proud of you. Everybody's proud of what you're doing. You need to start being proud of yourself. You're listening to News Talk 98.9 WORD. This is the voice of the Carolinas.
I made that one.
Huh?
I made that one.
That's a good one.
I forgot about 21 Pilots there for a while, and I was like, oh wait,
that's who it is. I couldn't remember his name. I was like, that is.
Spotty rain showers at times here for today with cloudy skies, a high of 61. For tonight, mostly clear and a low near 35. Thursday, Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high of 54.
Dude, he put everyone except Joe Biden.
I can't even answer that one.
that one goes hard, man.
It won't stop now. I have to know what's happening in my city. What weekend plans are ruined because of weather?
Local sports, local economics.
Thank you for keeping us informed. You do a brilliant job laying it out.
Well, I need to know.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, you filthy animal.
The Carolinas.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Bro, so like I was looking at Christmas memes. I know you're not a huge nerd, but like you've seen Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So dude, I saw a meme of Smeagol standing there and it says, Merry Christmas, you filthy hobbitses.
Filthy hobbitses.
Bro, like I was like, what? Oh man, that was like the best meme ever.
Trey, what are you doing, buddy? He's like, I was sending a question to 3 shows yesterday. Then I realized that I needed to delete the old number. I pinned the new one. There you go. Pin it. Stick a pin in it. If you're watching on the stream and you haven't given me one of them, give me one of them. Or give me one of them.
Heart me.
Heart me. I'm so millennial. I'm so millennial. Heart me.
We are millennials, aren't we?
No.
Are you in
I am fighting that one to the core. They say that millennials start in 1981, and I'm 1981, so I'm just.
You're just shy of Gen X.
I was conceived in
Would
1980.
argue, I would argue most 80s kids should not be in
Millennials, no.
millennial. Yeah, I'm 89.
He just met it. He does
Yeah.
met it.
But we grew up without cell phones for a while. We
Yeah.
grew up without, Like, I didn't have my first phone until I was like 18.
I was 20.
Yeah.
I was 20
I was
before
like
I got my
18
first phone.
when I
Yeah.
got my first phone.
And even then, I didn't want it.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. And I was
Like, we
sitting there, I was
didn't
just
need it,
like, what do
'cause-
I need this for? And then, like, I found the snake game. Remember the snake game? Bro, I was a boss at that game, though.
I need a pen. You got a pen?
Oh, yeah, right.
Have you got paper? No, I got. No, I'll put it in here. I'll put it in here. No, you good, man. I'm gonna put it in here.
But yeah, dude, like we grew up without cell phones and we had to use our imaginations.
Yes, we did.
It's like a mobile billboard, and it works for you 24/7. It can be anything from just getting your name and your logo on your vehicle to a complete full wrap.
Millennials. That's what we're coming back. We're coming back with millennials. This show is there is a script somewhere. Know where it's gone.
Oh, man. Sometimes you just need to go unscripted.
I'm glad you're here today because I really just needed a day of just.
I walked in and I thought it was a misscheduling. I was like, wait, whoa, what's going on
I know,
today?
big angry head. Why is he here?
And I was just like, okay, bet.
I do want to chat about that.
Check them out online at
I'm gonna come hop on your show randomly. I'm just gonna show up one Sunday. Watch this. We'll be riding in the car or something. Like, watch this. I'm gonna go hop on the radio real quick. Yeah.
Because this is what I do on the show on Sunday. I normally start. I have a full 8 segments ready to go, but I only get
You
about
do
4
2
of them
hours?
done. 2 hours. I
2
only get
hours?
like 4 of them done because we just go off script completely.
That's how you know we're having fun.
Yeah,
and
it's when-
Mark always tells us to have fun. He does.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And an A+ with a Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax
And
nightmare
I really
today
think,
by visiting us online
I
at
really think
IRA.com.
when we're having fun here, it's going to go out into the greater people, and they're going to be listening to us like them guys are having fun this morning. So it light
High energy in the
Yeah, it
morning,
lighten
yeah.
somebody else's mood.
Interact on the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line.
Made that one too.
800-905-098.
Good morning, and you're very welcome back to the Tara Show. Odi and Tim filling in as best we can. We are having an absolutely great time here this morning. We're having fun. We're going for the lighter side of entertainment this morning. We're trying our best to put a smile on your face and just have fun. But we had a little discussion. And I'm not saying but. I'm just putting in a dramatic pause. We had a little discussion there during the ad breaks as to whether or not Odie is a millennial.
Yeah.
Because millennials, I believe a millennial was born in 1981. That's when they say that millennials were born. I was
Right.
born in 1981, but I was born early in 1981. So I'm going with the fact that I was conceived in 1980, that I am not a millennial.
I was born the same year Billie Jean came out, 1989.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
just made it into the 80s.
Yep.
And it was acceptable in the
I'm
80s.
still an 80s baby, but yeah.
And then we went on to talk about the fact that we didn't have mobile phones growing up.
Nope.
We had to make our own entertainment.
Yep.
Whether that's out on, with a stick and a ball and just having fun with people, being
Mhm.
outside, being outdoors.
Or maybe like a board with wheels. I did that.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. You were
Yeah.
doing like some sick stuff, apparently.
Yeah, back in the day, I was pretty good. Yeah, like I did some big tricks.
Yeah, and it sounds like I know absolutely.
I'm paying for them now.
Of course, the joints are sore. And
Oh yeah,
everything is a
dude, I
little
feel like
bit-
an old man when I get out of bed.
The closest I've ever come to anything to do with skateboarding was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on the PS1.
You know what? I played the crap out of that game.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a good game. It was the way of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in fact, if you could do it in the game, like we would do stuff in the game and then go out and try to do it in real life.
No, I didn't do that.
So like, you know how like you could get on a rail in that game and like you could just
You
stay
could
on
grind
it.
and you could do all
That
that
was the
stuff.
thing. Like we would try to stay on the rail as long as we could.
You tried to defy the laws of physics.
Yeah.
And did it work?
I think it moved skateboarding in a very
A
healthy
positive
direction.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Now it's in the Olympics now, which that's something that we've always kind of pushed for.
Yeah, and I think it needs to be as well because I mean, there's
We got
been lots
Nigel
of-
Houston. Nigel Houston is, some people in the skateboard community don't like him because skateboarding kind of developed itself on being kind of like that punk rock attitude where it's like, screw the system.
Yeah, but there's been
You
lots
know?
of things like that because the biathlon that's in the Winter Olympics is skiing and shooting. So you ski a certain distance and then you shoot 5 targets. Ski again. I think there's 10 bunches of targets that you have to shoot. That was frowned upon the first time that came into the Olympics. That was, I mean, you're shooting in the Olympics? No, that can't happen. But now it's massive and all again. But that's the thing. But we were also talking about when we were entertaining ourselves and when we got our mobile phones for the first time.
Yeah.
What did you do? What did everybody do? Actually, no, don't answer that. We won't answer that. On the common
let's
sense,
let the text line do
yeah,
it,
on the common sense retirement planning text line 800-905-0989. Let me know what was the biggest thing that you did on your mobile phone when you got it first. I think I know what it is. Tim knows exactly what it is because the both of us said the same thing at the same time. Now on the text line
and the text line, or I'm sorry, the stream would know.
On the stream would definitely know. Oh yeah, we are streaming on the WORD Facebook page, 98.9 and Odi_Fitzgerald. You can get us on the stream there. Any of your questions, queries, anything you want, get them onto us. You're listening to News Talk 98.9 WORD. This is the voice of the millennials. That was a really quick segment.
Yeah, these middle ones.
Yeah.
They have 4 minutes in them.
Oh, okay.
So I forgot to warn you about that. I'm sorry.
Okay. I just kept going late when I was doing it.
Yeah, so 4 minutes. So the 7 o'clock hour and the 8 o'clock hour are both like
They're long
that.
ones.
Yeah. But that's okay. It'll give us time to see what people say about that question you just asked. Great.
Immerse yourself in the lights. Greenville's best Christmas lights in Winter Wonderland. All new indoor Christmas village. From farm animals like goats and donkeys, Santa's free petting zoo has something for everyone.
I think I know which one that is.
StarTech, I remember them.
Is that the walkie-talkie one?
No, a Motorola StarTech. It was a little flip phone.
Oh, the flip. Okay. What was the Verizon one?
I don't know.
With all new lights this year. Find out more by going to upstatelights.com. That's upstatelights.com. upstatelights.com.
Are you frustrated with stubborn weight? Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Hirschman with
On the stream, let me know what you used to do, what you used to get up to, what you used to do back in the day, because I want to know that as well. Somebody on the text it. No, I'll talk about it in a while.
It was, which one was it? Because that's the first one I got. I missed my razor. I missed my flip phone.
I hated the razor.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
When I
No.
and you know why I hated it? Because when I was drunk, I couldn't use it.
Dude, nah, dude, the flip phone was the best, bro.
Do you know what? Do you know what a shift is? Have you heard what a shift is? It's I can say it. It's normal. A shift is an Irish version of a French kiss. And many years ago, many years ago, this is a stream exclusive. So listen up, streamers. And if my mother is listening, don't listen.
This is gonna be good.
I missed out on getting the shift because I had a Motorola Razor because I didn't know how to use it because I put her number into the phone and I didn't know how to save it while I was drunk.
Well, that sounds like a user error.
It was, but if it was a Nokia, I
Well,
would
it's
have.
not the phone's fault. I don't hate the phone.
No, end user. They didn't look after the end user, and Odi didn't get a shift from the girl that was. And again, this was 25 years ago, 20 years ago.
That's hilarious. I love my Razor, but that's not what it was called. It was the. Oh, I remember having this. Is actually before. This is the one before I got mine. This was before the flip. This was the LG I guess ENV or whatever.
I remember that one.
But that's not the one I was looking for. But I remember that one actually. Now that I'm looking at it.
Hey, streamers, give me one of them.
That was
Give me one of them.
That was back when you had to call your friends after 9. Because it was free.
Oh, because it was free
9.
after 9. Yes, I remember that. Text messages were free after 10.
See,
and yeah.
See, OG millennial stuff right there. Stuff the newer millennials don't really know about.
Choose from more than 135 degrees and certificates in career-relevant fields, and earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning.
Oh, I miss my Razor. I love that phone.
Get one.
I was thinking about it, dude. Because I just broke my phone, right? And I have my iPad. So what do I need a smartphone for if I have my iPad? I was seriously considering. I was like, well, can I get a flip phone? They were just like, well, because I wasn't looking to spend anything.
Yeah.
They didn't have any deals on that, so I'd still have to pay for it. So I was like, well, okay, maybe later.
There's a guy who works with us. He's a contractor, and he has a flip phone. He doesn't have a smartphone. He won't get a smartphone. Trey Davis. Trey, did you just change your? Trey just changed his photograph. I don't know how he managed to do that.
By on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
It looks like he just changed it like in the last. Did you just change your profile picture?
Yeah, he probably just changed the profile picture.
That's funny.
Like his overall one. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. LG, Verizon, LG, VX9900.
Look up the Siemens C5.
Huh?
Look up the Siemens C5.
The Siemens C5?
Yeah.
You spell that?
SEIMENS, I think.
Simone. Is it
Siemens?
Okay, so but it's spelled like Simone?
I think so. C5 mobile phone. Thing was that size.
Okay, I must have misspelled it.
At least from what I've seen.
Spell it again. S?
Is it SEIMENS, I think, or SEIMENS?
SEINES?
Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massey, the only Republican so far to say publicly that he won't
signing one. Is that what you're talking about?
No. SIEMENS. SIEMENS.
Oh, I got it right here.
Oh no, it's the C35i. That was the one I'm talking about.
C35i.
Thing was that size.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Ooh, that's even before the Verizon.
Oh yeah, that's old.
Then of course you had the ones that they're like ginormous that come in a suitcase.
sponsored attack.
The Treasury Department says in a letter to the Senate Banking Committee that a third.
Dang, I should probably do my job.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I ain't gotten anything in.
Got a security key and was able to remotely access Treasury Department workstations and unclassified documents. In a separate ongoing Chinese hack dubbed Salt Typhoon, a Biden administration deputy national security advisor said a ninth telecommunications company has been impacted. Some reports indicate the communications of some senior government officials have been
12:31 hours, 1 and 2. We got done so far.
Nice.
Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Time running out for TikTok's parent company to sell the platform to an American company or be banned in the U.S. However, it seems that President-elect Trump is offering a lifeline.
Of course he is. The Donald loves the TikToks.
I'll pay for it.
What I'm going to do is I'm gonna go China. Nice guys. I like China. Nice people, and I'm gonna make sure that TikTok stays because I like TikTok. TikTok, good format. You know, good people. You know,
Needs an overhaul.
lots of girls on it. I like TikTok. It's good. It's really fun. You know,
That's hilarious.
they can shoot me, but they won't kill me. No. I'm very happy. I like being president. I'm gonna be president again. Here we go. Eyes down for the full house. TikTok. Well, I do. I really like Donald. I'm having fun, and if Donald was sitting here beside me, I'd do the same thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I do.
I'd probably laugh.
I like TikTok. Good people. Chinese people.
Okay.
Trey says yes. I played with AI, and I said, image me living in a van down by the river.
Oh yeah, you could definitely get sidetracked on that, dude.
I haven't done them yet, and I refuse to do them because I won't be able to do
it. Dude, I'm pretty impressed with myself listening to both this morning. I've been doing good on it.
You're doing good, man.
Value was in vogue as shoppers and restaurant patrons shifted their behavior, shopping online and cooking at home to save money. Winners included Amazon, H&M, and Nordstrom.
Okay, this person's after annoying me.
What?
I'm gonna talk about this when I come back. This person has annoyed me.
On the text line?
Yes.
Alright.
It's not a bad text, but it's just the way it's worded. It's not what you said, it's how you said it. In the white room with black. That song is stuck in my brain.
In the dark, I hear him talk. Coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul.
How are we in hour 3 already?
I don't know. But that needs to be a bed.
Does.
Oh, it was 3. And
I didn't get a deer this year, and I'm sad.
Huh?
I didn't get a deer this year.
Oh, dude, I was supposed to go hunting this year, and we couldn't.
Now, I could hunt today, and I could hunt tomorrow, but down on the corner, out in the street.
CCR.
I like that song. That song just gets me. I don't know why, but it does. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Sorry, stream. Sorry.
Good morning, and you're very welcome to the Tara Show. Odi here. Will, my ever-loving sidekick. No, not Will. You're Tim. You're not Will.
Yeah, no,
I'm
yeah,
sorry
definitely
about
not
that.
Will.
I'm sorry about that.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold it against you.
Okay, don't do.
I'm not really though.
Okay. Are we friends again?
Of course. Of course.
So we were talking about New Year's resolutions, and
My
we were
name's Tim.
talking. Yeah, Tim. That's Tim. Timmy Tim. Can't forget it now. Will, I won't forget it now. So there it is. Tim.
Say it 20 times.
So we're talking about New Year's resolutions, and we're talking about being good and kind to each other. Now, a text came in to me, and I think they're talking more about the cultural side of things, which fair enough. And it says, why does culture have to drill into our heads that we have to be the best at everything that we do? You don't have to be at the top of the heap to enjoy the beautiful things that God has created in this world. No, you do not. You do not have to be the best person at everything, but you have to try to be the best that you can be. And you need to I don't
It's not
want
so much proving it to other people, it's proving it to yourself.
proving to yourself. Your biggest enemy, and I don't care what walk of life you walk in, whether you support the Reds, the Blues, the Independents, if you're Irish, if you're anything. I don't care. I don't care who you are and what you do. As long as you try your best, that's all that matters. Your biggest enemy, the biggest person going against you is you.
You're your own worst critic.
Yes. And I can definitely attest to that. When I was editing last night, I was editing a short film.
Artists in general.
Yeah.
Anybody that does a craft or an artist, you're so hard. Like I am. I'm hard on myself.
We will get into our own. Like if I cook a meal for my family, they'll enjoy it. And they're not going to lie to me. They're going to say, "Oh, if I cook a bad meal, they're going to say I don't like that. It's not great."
Yeah.
But if I cook something great, they're enjoying it, and I'll be the one like, I don't like it. It's not fantastic. But you're your own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We were talking as well about old mobile phones, and I think we've just opened up
A whole new can of
a
worms.
can of snakes.
It does.
That's what because everybody that had a Nokia or Nokia or however, how do you pronounce Nokia?
Nokia. Yeah, that's how I pronounce it.
Nokia. That's the Japanese. Hello, so Nokia. That's what to do. That's what to do. It's Japanese. They do it. That's how they talk. Domo arigato Nokia. See? That's it.
Oh my god.
That's how they do. If you're Japanese out there listening, give us a call and let us know how you pronounce Nokia. I think
I'm sure it's in an anime somewhere.
It probably is. I'm after breaking Tim on that one. What we were talking about. Okay, let's go through it.
Cool cell phones.
Cool cell phones. I got my first mobile phone. I was 25 years old, and I am now 40. That was 40 years ago. That wasn't 40 years ago. How was it 40 years ago? Oh yeah, because the old school, the really, really old mobile
Yeah, like
phones.
the big suitcase ones. Yeah.
Yeah, to carry them with you. One like the dude had. Phone cost me
The question was
$2,000.
What was your first initial thoughts after you got your first cell phone?
I'd say it was hated.
Yeah. So like that's for me. Like when I first got mine, like I didn't know what I called my friends and like my parents when I didn't want to be at school anymore.
Did you call somebody? Did you call somebody and you'd call the house phone and you'd be like, guess
Yeah,
where
we still had house
Yeah,
phones back
yeah.
then. Yeah.
But you might call your mom and you'd be like, guess where I am?
Yeah, like
I'm outside and I'm on the phone.
yeah,
This
I
is
would do
crazy.
stupid stuff like
You would.
that.
You do
so-
silly things. I remember when we got, remember you had the house phone? You had your normal house phone,
yeah.
but it was a cordless house phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the cordless one that you lost it.
Yeah,
everybody.
there was a
lost it.
button. There was a button on the cradle.
Yeah, but if you
and could
didn't
press
clean
that.
out the speaker on it, you couldn't hear it.
No. But there was another one. Oh, yeah, maybe it came out that way. I'm not too sure. Not too sure about that. But I remember the very first day that we got the cordless phone in our house. My mother gave me like 20 pence because we used pence and pennies and all that in Ireland. And she said to me, cycle up the road and go to the payphone because there's a payphone about a mile away.
Right.
And call us. I want to hear what my voice sounds like on the phone. And I was like, what? She said, yeah, no, I want someone to, because she had the phone in. We had the phone in for about 3 or 4 hours and there had been no phone calls made. Now this woman, my mom used to be on the phone all the time.
Religiously.
Oh,
Yeah.
she would be on the phone
And
all
this
day
is back
long.
in the early days of internet.
This was before internet.
Oh, was it before?
This was like
okay.
this was in the early 80s. This would have been the early 90s, maybe 91, give or take.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so I had to cycle up to the nearest payphone. I had to call the house, and my mom picked it up and she said, "Oh, that's lovely. Now that's very clear. That's very clear." And she said, "Hang on, I'm going to walk outside." And she walked outside, and then I could hear static coming on the line, and she was still talking. I couldn't hear it, and I was trying to tell her, "You've gone too far from the base. You've
Yeah.
gone away. Technology hasn't." And she was just chatting away, talking away, and then she walked back in. I was like, "I didn't hear anything of that." And then it was my fault.
Oh yeah, of
It was
course.
my fault that I couldn't hear. Well, you weren't listening enough. What?
Yeah, yeah, of
How does
course.
how does that work?
Yeah, yeah. Like moms and their phones back in the day,
Oh
especially
yeah,
the
no, yeah,
cordless one, and
yeah.
even the one with the wire, man. Like you'd be
I know.
tangled up in it and
You'd be
stuff,
wrapped
and
around
she'd
the
be
place.
like, "Get off."
And then when your mom got when my mom got her smartphone, we got her the most basic smartphone we could because my mom does not like technology. She just doesn't like it. And I called over to her house one of the days, and she was telling this was years ago. This was when I lived back in Ireland, and she was telling me that her phone was doing weird things. And I was like, "Can I take a look at it?" And I opened it up, and she had about 60 or 70 apps open at the same time, and she had double apps open. So she had everything was just the same thing over and over again. So I had to close all of her apps. And she was like, "Is that going to work now? Is that going to fix everything?" Yes, it is going to fix everything. Everything will be right now, 100%.
Oh yeah, making sure to stay closed out of your apps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
closing out of all your apps.
Yo, I've told my mom that probably like a million times, and she's like, "But my phone keeps dying." I'm like, "You gotta close out
You
the
gotta
app."
close all your apps. You really do. You really do. Now, something. Oh yeah, don't forget we are on the stream as well on the Newstalk 98.9 WRD Facebook page. You can see myself and Tim. We're having fun. We actually really are having a lot of fun here this morning, and we hope you are too in everything you do. If you're at work, look at you've only a few more hours to go, and you'll be off, and you'll be able to celebrate this evening. And if you're having a day off, what are you doing with it? Are you going hunting? Are you going looking for Sasquatch?
Yeah, big feet.
And the reason I'm asking if you're going looking for Sasquatch is something happened a couple of days ago, and it made me just shake my head and go, "What is wrong with humanity?"
Mm.
Now, as you know, a couple of days ago, there was two men in Portland, Oregon, and they went looking for Sasquatch, and unfortunately, they lost their lives because they were completely ill prepared. They didn't have any survival gear. They didn't have any warm clothing. They didn't pack enough resources, and they got lost in the forest, and they succumbed to the conditions of the forest, of the woods, and they died unfortunately. While they were being rescued, while the rescue teams were out on Christmas Day rescuing these two poor souls that lost their lives, animals, I'm not even going to call them people, animals decided to raid the ambulance and the fire truck, and they made away with an AED, the thing that brings people back to life, or starts your heart back in a proper
Charging
rhythm.
paddles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Medical kits, a generator, fracture splints, lots of composites, lots of basically they stole while medical rescuers were out trying to save lives, but recovering two bodies. A bunch of animals decided to take a lot of the equipment that they need to rescue people.
Yeah.
I think people like that. I think people.
I mean, yeah, that's terrible.
It is, but I think people like that are robbing from paramedics and from like equipment that's used to save somebody's life, equipment that is going to keep someone alive. If you
You're
vandalize,
hindering them from doing that,
if
yeah.
you vandalize that, or if you rob that, or if you steal that, or if you take it, and somebody dies because that is no longer in the ambulance or is no longer available for the medical professionals to use, I believe that person should be done for manslaughter. That's just my opinion.
Or attempted. Yeah.
No, not even attempted.
Well, if the
Manslaughter.
person dies, yeah, it would be manslaughter. But like it should be attempted manslaughter as well.
Hanging is too good for them. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You're listening to News Talk 98.9 WORD. It is the voice of the Carolinas.
The voice of the Carolinas.
Traffic from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Traffic Center. Still looking at a near speed limit right on the major highways and interstates. Now the Carolinas' most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center.
Spotty rain showers at times here for today.
I got some sounds from the millennial days, like
Oh, yeah,
early
cool.
millennial days.
And we'll talk about that when we come back.
Can't put them on the stream though.
Okay. If you're streaming and if you want to hear what we're about to do some fun stuff. Go to the Odyssey page. Oh yeah, I know what that is. Go to the Odyssey page. Go to Newstalk 98.9 and no, not the Facebook page. And you can stream us live through the Odyssey app. So if you want to hear what we're about to do, go and do that. And you can leave it up. You can leave it up on the screen. You can leave everything else on. Just open a new browser and look up Newstalk 98.9. And you'll be able to hear what we're about to do. Doesn't surprise me. Portland, Oregon is full of tweakers. Somebody just texted in.
Oh God, this was gonna be fun.
Ah, my coffee's gone cold.
Oh no, that sounds awful. You know, there's a microwave right in there.
How long have I left?
Oh, we got 2.5 minutes.
I'll be back.
Actually 3-4 minutes.
You're good. It'll dry. Yeah, don't worry about it. You don't need our help. Seriously? Nah, you're good. But hey, I'm not quite sure about the wiring because I'm a plumber. Let me call my friend who actually is a certified
All
electrician.
right. Let's see.
So I just want to make sure you're safe. So we did. And he spent time thoroughly checking it out. He said, no, you're good. You're fine. That's $49 I ever spent. I appreciated the honesty. It made me feel really good all over again about recommending them. Because they could have taken us for a lot of money if they wanted to. They could have told us, hey, we need $1,200 of repairs here. We would have never known the difference, but he was honest. I really, really appreciated that. The other thing I appreciate is they're open 24/7. 365. You can always call them. They're local.
Oh, good. Hey, Casey, good luck on that deer. I hope you guys catch one.
Stocked and ready to roll. And what does that mean for you? Well, they don't have to go back to the warehouse, get a part, bill you for. I hate that scam. They're not going to play those games with Benjamin Franklin. So remember them, especially if something goes down during Christmas, you can't reach anyone else. Somebody will be there waiting to help you at Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, where they have a lifetime workmanship warranty and 100% satisfaction guarantee. So you are covered. Find them online, Ben Franklin Plumbing Greenville.
Casey Lane, husband didn't get a deer. No, I didn't get one either.
You've met friends for coffee hundreds of times, been to the flea market dozens of times, and had more birthday bashes than you care to remember. And now it's time to get your flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines to help protect you when these times come around again. Because adults 65 and older.
We'll play a game with them sounds, and I'll see if I can guess what they are.
All right.
People under 50. Risk less. Do more. Get started at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless,
Wake up!
you don't have to keep having that.
Wake up call!
Consumer
Wake
Cellular
up!
has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details. Trust and Will knows that we'll all eventually need a will. How about right now? Trust and Will makes creating your will easy.
Let's
Like your
see.
pension on a couch easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys but customized by you, and all documents are state-specific and secure. Find your plan at trustandwill.com and use offer code RADIO now for 10% off. That's trustandwill.com. Offer code RADIO. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. Visit trustandwill.com for details.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
So wondering what the noise was. My computer is just running as fast as it can.
What?
My computer is running heavy and hot. The fans are just blowing on it.
Oh. Well, it's kind of hot in here. That's probably why.
It is a little bit warm in here. If it makes you happy, can't be that bad.
My favorite kind of toys. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Remind me about warning labels.
Warning labels?
Mhm.
Oh, like Surgeon General and stuff?
No, well, just mention warning labels to me. If I don't say anything about it.
Oh, we're coming back.
Oh,
This is the Tara Show only on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
The voice of the Carolinas.
Please welcome special guest host Odi Fitzgerald.
so earlier on in, oh, that's a noob. Oh, that is a noob right there. You just get it ready. Get it ready for yourself. Yeah, you got it. Earlier on in the show, we were talking about a little bit about nostalgia and things that remind you of days gone by. And I was asking, what was your very first phone? Texter says, Odie, my mom had a bag phone, which she would carry around like a purse. Odie, cell phones introduced terms and conditions and roaming charges to patrons everywhere. They did. No, 100%. Are you ready for your
Oh, yeah, I've been ready for
okay,
that.
go. Tim had to noob himself. Lonzo would be proud. Well, we were talking about millennials and the fact that I'm possibly a millennial. Tim is a millennial, but we don't act like millennials. And we have a couple of sounds, a few sounds from back in the day, and we're going to play them. And remember this one?
Yeah.
This was. That sends shivers down my spine.
Doesn't it?
That sends shivers down my spine. Looking at stuff on the internet. That was your dial-up tone. That was your internet dial-up tone. Do you remember that?
And you had to hope to God your mom wasn't on the phone.
Oh yeah, because if she was on the phone, she would shout at you or
Yeah.
hit you with the phone. Have you more?
Oh yeah, I got some.
All right, go on.
Hang on.
Let's see
hang
what else you have.
on. Oh, let me start it over. There we go. All right, you're gonna love this one. It's
Okay.
one of my favorites. All right, ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
That's Xbox.
No.
Oh, it's PlayStation.
Yep, PS1. That one's PS1.
I remember that.
So they actually brought it back.
Did they?
Yeah. So the PS5
has the same music as the PS1.
Well, yeah. So it's like the 30th anniversary. So they brought back the original tone there, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
It was really crazy because I started up my PlayStation. I actually have it hooked to a sound system. So like it came on, I was just like, oh, like my head stopped and turned. It was just so nostalgic.
Yeah,
Great.
there you go. Good morning, Odie. I appreciate the work you do, and I would like to mention that I am not going to lose even in death. Oh yeah, no, I get where you come from with that one. However, being a true winner according to Riches of Grace makes a person a winner now and eternally. Well, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. Not gonna do that with that. Okia, Okia, that's my new name, Okia. So apparently I was wrong. I don't think I am. No, I don't think I am.
What, with Nokia?
Yeah, because I said that Nokia was Japanese, which I think it is.
I'm pretty sure,
The
yeah.
Nokia company is Japanese.
Oh, let's look it up.
Texter says, Odie, you're wrong. You're so wrong that you couldn't be more wronger. That's a word.
Hold on, I'm gonna chat GPT it.
And they say that Nokia is Norwegian Swedish phone company. Then somebody else says Nokia is a Finnish company. Nokia is Swedish. Nokia is from Sweden or Norway. I'm like, I don't think it is, because I know Bluetooth is a Swedish invention. And I know Siemens and Ericsson were all up around that kind of area around Sweden. So maybe I'm right or wrong. What have we got from the adjudication over there?
I don't know. It's not letting me on it.
It's not saying. I'm going to look it up in a few minutes. I'm definitely going to look it up in a few minutes. But now we were talking about. Yeah,
got it right here.
You got it right there. He's
All
got.
right, yeah.
We look at. If only there was a way that we could, ask questions of what has to happen and that kind of stuff. Is there a certain kind of I don't know, internet or something like that, and it could explain to you. Tim's getting I'm getting shaky heads over in the corner.
No, yeah, I was trying to figure out how to word it.
Okay, so is Nokia? Where's Nokia
Okay,
from?
it says Nokia was founded in 1865. What?
Yeah.
By Frederick.
Frederick.
Idstem?
Yeah.
I think that's how you say that. Idstem? Idstem?
He's a free. Where is he from?
A Finnish mining
lion.
engineer,
No, it's
along
lion.
with Leo
Japanese.
Marshallin, a Finnish statesman, and it doesn't say where they're from though.
So you're trying to say that Odie's wrong. In other news, is TikTok getting banned in
Finland?
the
Finland.
It's not. It's
Finland.
lies. It's all lies. It's lying. That's all it is doing.
ChatGPT's lying.
ChatGPT is lying to you.
Let me ask
that's
if it's lying.
Yeah, it is lying. Now you may have heard in the last couple of days that TikTok is getting banned in the United States. Well, maybe. And what does it say?
I asked if it was lying. It said, "No, I'm not lying. Here's a little bit more detail to clarify."
Don't care.
You got a little testy with me.
It got a little testy with you. TikTok, is it going to get banned? Well, maybe, maybe not. When Biden was signing the bill, it started the countdown to give TikTok the owner by date dance several months to sell the app to a company controlled by a foreign advisory. If the deal is implemented, it means that on January 19th, the president can grant a 90-day extension. So that'll be the Donald Levy. Donnie's going to go and, I like using TikTok. A lot of people use it. It's a great way to communicate with each other. Odie, my friend Odie, good guy, Irish. I'm not going to hold that against him. He doesn't like TikTok too much, even though he uses
One
TikTok.
of the greatest guys he knows.
One of the greatest guys, definitely Odie, one of the greatest guys I know. Doesn't like TikTok because, he only uses it when he's, in the smallest room in the house. Spends way too much time in there because he's on TikTok, that's trolling. And Odie, nice guy. Tim, nicer guy. Two guys talking on the show. First thing in the morning, taking over for Tara. Tara's on holiday vacation. Nice girl, Tara. Really fun. Really enjoy her show. But Donnie here, looking after you, talking to Odie.
Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie.
That's his DJ name right there, Donnie.
Yeah, hey, you're listening to News Talk 98.9 WRD. It's the voice of Donnie. Don't worry, guys. I'm coming back on the 20th of January. I'll be back. Donnie back in charge. You're listening to News Talk 98.9 WRD. Voice of the presidents. Good president. Best president. 45, 47. Donnie out.
Does there?
You know, one of the few ways to achieve that is to create your
Oh. Yeah, man. ChatGPT.
GTB.
Get a little testy with me there. No, I'm not
No,
lying.
no, I'm not lying.
I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Everything's ready to run, is it?
I just gotta fade him out.
I can do it. What?
Yeah, you got it.
Make your appointment for a free, no obligation consultation. They'll show you the results they've gotten the last 2 decades for WORD investors. Listen to their podcast, find their contact information. CSRP.info. That's their website. CSRP.info. Securities offered through Madison Avenue Securities member FINRA, SIPC. Investing involves risk. All guarantees refer to insurance products backed by the claims paying ability of the issuing company.
From the Eagles Market Studio, crystal clear from Rock Hill to Howard Road, from Morganton to Alberton.
This is East 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
A pursuit that crossed state lines into the upstate yesterday. Good morning, I'm Lee Rogers and the News Talk 98.9 WORD 24/7 News Center. It was just after 12:45 yesterday afternoon. Livonia police spotted Eric DeVittis, who was wanted in Gwinnett County, and began a pursuit of his Toyota Camry, which crossed the state line into Anderson County. That's where deputies forcibly stopped his sedan near the Clemson Boulevard exit on 85, just outside of Anderson. When he refused to exit the Toyota, Anderson County.
Somebody on the text line said that my Trump is horrible.
It's still funny though. I didn't think it was horrible.
I didn't think it was horrible.
Who text somebody on the text line said that?
Yeah.
Well, some people just don't appreciate good acting.
acting. Some people don't appreciate fun.
Yeah.
This was on December 20th.
I mean, nobody's a Shane Gillis here.
23-year-old Marcellus Dundreek Clark was arrested a few days later. Clark now charged with carjacking, grand larceny, second-degree assault, and a weapons violation. And a Lawrence County school teacher fired over fraud, now facing more charges. On December 19th, we reported Lawrence County School District 55 removed Waterloo Elementary School teacher Bria Scott due to identity fraud. The sheriff's office says that she posed as Viola Church in order to gain employment at the school. At that time, Scott was charged with identity fraud and bond set by a magistrate at 5.
Sorry, I'm just chilling out looking on the phone.
The county sheriff's office posted a follow-up to the case on social media. Scott has now been arrested.
I'm actually getting really like irritated like with influencers. You know what I mean? They are so annoying. I hate when you're watching. I'm gonna tell you, like I hate when you're watching like one of those little videos and somebody's narrating it. Like I cannot stand that.
I'm intelligent enough to be able to.
I get to know what's going on. Yeah. It's like, does this guy really get views? And you look at it, it's got like 600 views on it. 600,000.
How long are we until we come back?
Huh?
How long until we come back?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just put them on. I don't know why I did that.
Hopefully he's going to stay in there because somebody was asking, no banter with Lee?
No what?
Banter with Lee. I talked to Roger when he's in.
Yeah. Well, he'll probably, yeah.
If he stays there?
Huh?
If he stays there?
He's usually good on the first segment of each hour. So,
I got if he's still there when we come back, I'm
just
gonna
ask him. Yeah. I'm sure he'll want to. He don't care. He's actually really nice.
I've never worked with him. Never.
He's really nice. Yeah. And wonderful at the job.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, he is. He's good.
Yeah, Lee's awesome. I want to be like Lee when I grow up.
I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day. Now we'll look at traffic from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Traffic Center. No collisions or delays to tell you about. Now the Carolina's most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center.
Just spotty rain showers at times here for today with cloudy skies, a high of 61. For tonight, mostly clear and a low near 35. Thursday, Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high around 54. I'm meteorologist Jennifer
Wojcicki.
98.9 WORD Weather Center. Currently, it's 46.
Got a news cover story idea? Email news at 989WORD.com. I'm Lee Rogers with the Tara Show on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Let your fingers do the talking.
Text the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line at 800-905-0989.
This is the Tara Show on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
The voice of the Carolinas.
And you're very welcome back to the Tara Show. Odi and Tim, we are actually having the best fun here this morning. 8:36, and we are wide awake, ridiculously wide awake. Got a couple of critics out there in the world, and I don't mind. I will take criticism. I have no problem with criticism. Odi, your Trump is horrible. Well, Texter, this is the thing, Texter. That's not Trump. You're referring to Donnie. My name is Donnie. I'm a radio DJ here. Donnie is my name. Yes. I don't know what you're talking about. This Trump character seems like a nice guy, good guy. Run for president.
MC Donnie, man.
MC Donnie. So apparently, look, I can't please everybody all of the time, but Odie, if you're talking about games through nostalgia, you are definitely a millennial. No, I'm not. Stop it. Home phones with rotary dials and party lines. We never had a party line.
Party line.
So
I
now,
don't remember what that is. Is that where you do like a 3-way or something?
my father-in-law was talking to me about party lines. He used to work for, I think it was AT&T or Bell Pacific or one of those. He used to work
Bell
for
South.
Bell South. It would have been
Yeah.
Bell South. He used to work for one of those different. I don't know which one he worked for. Claude, I'm sorry, but he will tell me. But a party line was if I was on the phone to you, okay, and I'd be calling you, and I'd have to call through the operator, and then somebody else would pick up the phone, and all of a sudden they'd hear our conversation, and then you got a party line, so everybody's talking to everybody. That's what a party line was. That's how far back it was. It just you could have 5 or 6 people all talking on the one line because it just all came in together. What else have we got? Somebody else said to me, "Oh no, sorry." Party line service with your neighbors, yeah, and that was
Yeah.
nostalgia.
Oh yeah, that's right. Where you share.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're all
Okay.
sharing the
Okay. I
one.
gotcha.
Love your show, Odie. But of course, I am half Irish. Okay, well, I'm fully Irish. I'm all the way there. What half are you? Top half or the bottom half? Yeah,
I think I got some Irish in me somewhere. I don't know.
that. I don't know if I can say this early in the
I
morning.
got the bourbon drinking part.
Well, we drink whiskey.
Oh yeah, whiskey.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That thing of having a bit of Irish in you, that reminds me of a chat up line I used many times, but it's way too early to say it this hour of the morning. Somebody else said to me, where are we going? Where? So now I have to tune in and listen to your hosting. I got to listen to you doing your terrible impressions. Well,
Yeah, I saw that one.
you know, that's just like your opinion, man. Odie, your Russian accent is spot on. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the
that
Russian
wasn't
one
me.
was
That's
perfect.
That's
Yeah.
a Russian person. A Russian person just came in and started talking on the phone to me. What else have we got? Odie, your impression sounded like Trump and Bush had a kid together. Well, okay. I don't know how to take that one. Do you know? Odie, the noise was from dial-up was trelsing. Not sure if you meant, yeah. Or maybe that's what it's called. Maybe it's called trelsing. Oh yeah, so somebody has to listen to my terrible language or terrible impressions. Odie, Donnie is one of. Yeah, no, I know that. Somebody says to me, Odie, that Donnie is one of Trump's illegitimate kids. What, you know, maybe. Odie, when I was a kid, I lived in rural Alabama, and we had a party line, and often had to wait for our neighbors to get off the phone so we could make a call. See, that's the party line. Everybody's there, and then
Well, we actually have a caller who
What
wants
we got?
to tell us what a party line is. If you want to go to that.
go for it.
All right.
Go
here
for
we
it. Who we got? Who we got on the line?
Hey, how you doing, everybody?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Better now to hear from y'all. Great New Year to y'all. Hey, listen, I'm an older guy, much older. We had a party line when I was a kid, and there was about 5 of us on the line.
Yeah.
Each one had their own identifiable ring. Ours was 3 shorts, 3 short rings. And if it rang 3 long rings, it was for a neighbor. If it was 3 shorts and 3 longs, it was for another neighbor. And yes, at any time, you could pick that phone up, and if somebody was on, you could hear their conversations. These were the lines that came out after you called Matilda or whoever she was and asked her. However, they also had the ones where you would turn the little crank and said, 2 ring 4, and it would connect. And they were actually operational up in Maine up until the early 60s.
And so
Anyhow,
we're talking about the 60s, and probably earlier than that, the 50s, 60s would have been.
Yeah. I go back even farther than that. I hate to admit it, back into the 40s.
No, don't hate to admit it. Be proud of it. Be proud of your longevity.
Man, age is wisdom.
Yeah, age is definitely wisdom.
1942 is a long time ago, son.
It is a long time ago, and it's double. It's more. Yeah, I'm not even going to do the math. Listen, you sound like a young, sprightly gentleman, and thank you very much for taking time to call in. Happy New Year to you as well, buddy. And that's the thing, and that is something that I want to say as well. I talked a few weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, about older people driving vehicles and driving. I mean, that guy we were just chatting to, born in 1942, so he's in his 80s, and yeah, sounds sprightly, well able to remember it. So like, because somebody gave out to me a couple of months back about giving out about older people. No, that caller just on us. He's well capable of everything. Anything he wants to do. On the stream. Oh yeah, no. So here's the thing I was chatting about earlier on. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Today is the second last day of hunting season, and as you know, I am a hunter, and I've been out. Now, I want to get your thoughts on this. Text in on the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line 800-905-0989. Excuse me, I want to hear your thoughts on this. I hunt, I deer hunt, and I like deer meat. It's nice and lean, and I know where it comes from, and I know there's no hormones, nothing bad in it, and it's good meat. And it's not expensive. It's $110 to get your deer processed, and you're getting good meat out of it. Now, I've been out hunting 5 times this year, and every time I've gone out, I've had a deer in my sights. And the first time it was a small little buck, and I was like, "Nah, no, I'm not," because it was early in the season. I was like, "No, I'm going to watch him." So I watched them for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then another buck came along, and they started playing with each other, started rutting, and I was like, I could have taken a shot, but I was like, "No, I'll give him another year. Next year he'll be a nice deer." And then the next time I went out, and the same thing kept happening. It was over and over again. I kept looking at the deer. I'd watched them through the scope, and just something, a gut feeling, something said to me, "Don't pull the trigger. Don't harvest the deer." The last time I went out was about 3 weeks ago, and I'm not exaggerating. There was a 10-pointer. It was a good, solid, big deer. It was an older buck, and he was about 55, 60 yards away from me. Not an impossible shot, not even slightly an impossible shot, quite an easy shot. And I had him in my sights. I had the safety off. My finger was on the trigger. And I just got this gut feeling. I don't know where it came from or what it was. I don't know what happened, but my brain was just saying, don't take the shot. So I put the safety back on, and I kind of leaned back a little bit, and I was still watching him through the scope. And I was like, nah, maybe it was something behind it, and I shouldn't have shot or whatever. So I watched him for about 5 or 10 minutes, and he moved around the pasture, and he got a little bit further out. He was about 80 yards out at this stage.
Right.
And I could see that there was nothing behind him. He was down in a kind of a hollow. So my shot was perfect. There was nothing behind. If I missed the deer, it was going to go straight into the bank, into a berm that was behind him. So there was nothing. It would have been a nice clean shot. And same thing again, I had the crosshairs on the target, and I'll go for the neck shot. I'll always go for a neck shot because it's a quick dead. And safety off, finger on the trigger, and I just, something again. I don't know what it was. Maybe you can tell me. Something again told me not to pull the trigger. I would really like to hear your thoughts on that. So it means I haven't shot a deer yet this year. But let your thoughts into me on the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line 800-905-0989. You are listening to News Talk 98.9 WRD. This is the voice of the hunters.
From the News Talk 98.9 WORD Traffic Center, still a speed limit ride on the major highways intersect. Now the Carolina's most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center.
Spotty rain showers at times here for today with cloudy skies, a high of 61.
Ouch.
Tuesday, Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high around 54. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Gruchitsky from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center. Currently, it's 46.
Here we go. What do you want to start with?
I'll grab that.
What the hell's going on around I get more information from
Yeah, go from it.
I get all my news from you. You're so appreciated by many of us out here. And I'm trying to get a little more informed. You make me understand what's going on in this country.
I hope you found what you
The voice of the Carolinas. Spread the word. This is News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Dan Hamilton is who you should call if you want to sell your home for the most in the upstate. And people know that. That's why you have 1,200 reviews on Google, every one of them representing a home he or his team has sold. That's a huge number for a local real estate guy. And you'll notice he has 4.9 out of 5 stars. Folks love him. And that's because when you experience the Dan Hamilton difference, you sell your home really super duper fast, like so fast your head spins, for full price or better. Well, you're really happy. And that's thanks to his next level marketing system, which doesn't leave things to chance like most agents do. It gets the house in front of a lot more eyeballs. Hunters do that, which results in higher bids and you getting full price. So if you want to know what your house would sell for today,
I love our texters. I absolutely love our listeners.
Wow, what I miss here? Oh, some of those answers, huh?
Yeah.
And it'll give you a highly accurate quote of what your home would sell for right now. By the way, you can even get an instant cash offer for the house there too, or just find out what
Yeah, you don't want to carry it.
DanHamiltonRealEstate.com. That's DanHamiltonRealEstate.com.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to slow it down. Eye Survey is proven to slow GA progression.
I hate this commercial.
Eye Survey or avastin-capted Pago is a prescription.
There's one that I hate. It's one that we took we done a parody of it.
Oh.
Southern Psychics is coming to you live from the Upstate Pulse.
Oh. Yeah. Lower.
Chair is dying.
That one's dying. No, that one just needs WD-40.
I know what it
is. I think that one's my favorite.
That one?
The getting old one.
And check out the custom homes you can build on.
I'm gonna talk about that one.
Lowered interest rates. Now is the time to build. Don't miss out. Go to America's Home Place at americashomeplace.com.
Let your voice be heard.
Oh yeah, let's do radio.
9050-989.
Save it on your phone.
This is the Tara Show, only on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
The voice of the Carolinas.
Here's special guest host, Odi Fitzgerald.
And you're very welcome back to the Tara Show. Odi filling in for Tara. Tim is here with me as well. We are having a great time here on your New Year's Eve morning. Are you going to be celebrating tonight? Or are you going to stay up till 12 o'clock? I'm not. I'm going to be passed out.
I know.
Fast.
I'm not.
Yeah, no. Myself and Tim are going to be not. We're not going to be. We're not going to be on the couch with each other. No. We're just going to be passed out in our respective.
Yeah.
We're close, but we're not that close.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking earlier on about deer hunting and the fact that I didn't take the shot on a couple of deer earlier on. Odi, you didn't shoot the deer because you wasn't hungry. I actually was. I had eaten my my deer stand, the Snickers bar, that was gone, so I was kind of hungry. Odi, you didn't shoot the deer because you are getting older and you didn't want to have to carry that deer back to your car. Well, here's the thing, Texter.
And not so many words.
Not so many words. Yeah, there was extra words put in there. I removed a couple of them. Here's the thing, Texter. I hunt the property I hunt on. It's mainly in a pasture, and whenever I do drop a deer, it's normally in the pasture, and I just drive my pickup truck right up to exactly where the deer is, let down the tailgate, and I have a little winch system.
I'm coming hunting with you.
Yeah,
now.
it's easy. It's easy when you do it right. Howdy. Hey, partner.
Howdy,
Odi. I want to talk to you here from Texas, Texarkana, born and raised. Tell you what, you got a big howdy, buddy. That actually hurt.
That was good though. That was good.
Howdy, Odi. Enjoying the banter, and I agree with your statement of animals, the sole resource equipment in our. Oh yeah, the animals that the rescue
Maybe the
equipment.
deer have learned telepathy.
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 No, yeah, no. There's
Don't kill me.
people. So
messed
I can
up.
imagine that I was sitting in the tree stand, and the deer was doing a Jedi mind trick on me. You know, he just turned and looked at me. He's like, "Hello, Odie. This is not the deer you're looking for. You don't want to shoot me. You do not want to eat me. I am not a tasty deer." And he was waving his hoof towards me. He's like, "This is not. You do not want to shoot me. Go and live the way of the force, Eddie." That's what the
May the force be with you.
May
Yeah.
the force be with you. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I couldn't think of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
That's what you're here for. Odie, I killed well over 100 deer in my lifetime. I can't say as to why you didn't kill him. When you have those chances, you pull the trigger, and it comes in from Roger. Yeah, no, I get it, man. No, I do. It's just something in my brain told me not to. Now, maybe tonight if I head out, maybe nothing in my brain, and there'll be 4 deer going to the processor, and it'll be like, "Here you go, buddy. Process all of these. Thank you very much." Actually, don't forget there is an incentive out there. It's the Hunters for the Hungry, and a lot. Now I know this is very late in the season to be talking about it, but you may have already shot your deer. You may have filled your quota. You may have maybe 1 or 2 tags left. It's not a bad thing. If you shoot a doe or you shoot a buck or whatever, put a tag onto him, bring him to your processor, and just say, "Look, I want to donate that deer to Hunters for the Hungry." Hamilton's deer processor, that's the processor I use. Absolutely amazing deer processor. I've never had any complaints with them. A really good, really good processor. All my meat is my meat. It's not somebody else's meat, and the work he does, fantastic. The meat is always amazing when I go to Hamilton's deer processor. I think he's in Easley or Greer. I'm not too sure. Look him up. He's on Facebook. As I say, Hamilton's deer processor. Well, I can't say that word for some reason. So yeah, no, yeah. There's a lot of people are saying that, you know, maybe I wasn't hungry, but maybe I wasn't feeling it. But yeah, no. As I said, Hunters for the Hungry. You can donate meat. You can donate because there's people out there who do need meat and who do need it. Odie,
I like the Master Jedi book. I think that's the reason.
That's what it was. You don't want to shoot me, Odie.
Yeah.
You were not hungry. Next time you do it, don't eat for 2 days, and you'll have. Can you? No, Texter. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing, is that Odie gets hungry, and when Odie gets hungry, Odie decides that he wants to eat stuff, and he just wants to chew things, and he wants to eat things all the time. Because when I get hungry, I get angry, and when I get angry, I just talk and I keep going and around the corner.
Sorry, I didn't know what you were saying. When you started doing it, I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
There we go. 3 down, 1 to go.
How is that? Seriously.
I know it's because we're having fun. That's why.
There are so many messages being hurled at you about weight loss medications. Do your homework. People are spending millions only to create long-term dependency and harmful side effects. They've helped over 8,000 clients lose over 331,000 pounds, all of them the natural way. All developed by Dr. Ashley Lucas, a licensed registered dietitian. You'll learn what to eat when, how to quiet cravings, and finally release the unhealthy belly fat. The best news, you won't be hungry and you'll never have to take a medication. So how many pounds would you like to lose in 2025? 20, 30, or more? You can do it the natural way with PhD Weight Loss. Get started right now. Call PhD Weight Loss. Schedule your consultation.
I was going to go in and talk with Rob, but he looks busy, so I'm not going to.
You talk what?
I was going to go in and talk to Rob. In on the.
You mean Lee?
No, Rob Brown.
Oh, Rob Brown.
But he looks busy.
Yeah, he's doing it by himself.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions.
Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by a Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. This is someone supporting you every step of the way.
Every
Chat
step of
with
the way?
pharmacists today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective. A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Uh-huh.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Golfers, your next round is calling. With the Upstate Golf Card, you'll play 6 incredible courses for just $50. That's 6 rounds of golf for only $50. Tee off at the Preserve at Verde. Test your skills at Greer Golf. Soak in the views at the Rock and challenge yourself at Pebble Creek, Rolling Green, and Carolina Springs. Unmatched value for any golfer. New year, new game. Visit UpstateGolfCard.com and get yours today before they're gone. Don't wait. Your next round is calling. UpstateGolfCard.com.
I actually don't want to spend another holiday sitting around watching football.
We're going to the Upstate Holiday Light Show at District Park.
What's that?
Imagine 32 million lights, carnival rides, a petting zoo, a 600-foot light tunnel, a gigantic Christmas tree, a huge.
Oh my gosh, I've got to tell Bob about this. The kids will have a blast.
We go every year and it's open 7 days a week.
The Upstate Holiday Light Show, open now at District Park at the intersection of 123 and 153. Visit upstatelights.com.
Have you ever tried something for the first time and then wondered how you ever got along without it? That's how thousands of new Navage users describe their first experience. Once they feel sinus relief and can breathe clearly again, many wonder why it took them so long to experience the Navage difference. Navage uses refreshing saline and gentle suction to quickly suck out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Stop suffering from congestion and start feeling better again with Navage. Brand new look, same great product.
You know, as they say, one person's personal information is another person's treasure.
Exactly. That's why I use NordVPN every time I surf the web. Features like Threat Protection Pro's safeguard devices from phishing websites.
Well, the whole station is warm today for some reason.
Do what?
The whole station is warm today.
Yeah, well. That's why I always open that door, because it's cooler out there than it is in here.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
WYRD FM,
WYRD HD Spartanburg, Anderson.
From the Carolinas, 24/7 news.
15 minutes of nonstop breaking news and stimulating talk.
Now on News Talk.
I believe you. My Tommy gun don't. Merry Christmas and
Merry
Happy New Year.
Republicans are heading into 2025 with the presidency, the Senate, and the House in hand. So President-elect Trump says now is not the time for Republicans to blow the opportunity he says they have been given.
Pretty mixed opinions about letting a deer walk.
Do I?
There's very mixed opinions coming in on the text line about letting a deer walk.
I don't know. I've never been hunting. I want to go.
Do you have a tag?
Do I have what?
Hunting license.
No, not yet. Just gonna get one for this year.
Get one for next year, and I'll bring you.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant the next year.
Yeah.
The year coming.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
We should honor President Trump's request. Select Mike Johnson as speaker.
I have my fishing license, but I don't have a.
You might need to do your hunter's ed.
Yeah, no, I hate doing that.
It takes like 30 minutes. It's
Details emerging now about the planned funeral for former President Jimmy Carter. Fox's Steve Harrigan reporting.
This will all get started on Saturday. That's when a cortege will take President Carter's remains through Georgia from Plains past his
in the white room.
by his father. The caravan will pause there before heading on to the Capitol here in Georgia, and then back to the Carter
What's that?
Center where the body will lie and repose for 3 days, giving people
Oh, DMX.
Yep.
Or TMX. Sorry.
THX.
THX. DMX is a gun.
Yeah. He lived in Greer for a while.
Did he?
Yeah. Ran into him at the gas station a couple times. Weird.
Preparations are underway for New Year's Eve celebrations in New York City. Fox's Chanley Painters
Did you know that one?
Illuminate.
Pixar.
Oh, Pixar.
Show the nearly 12,000-pound New Year's Eve bomb. It's 12
Oh!
feet in diameter and illuminated by more than 32,000.
That's illuminated, isn't it?
GameCube.
Oh man, that was terrible.
Crystal triangles and capable of displaying more
Xbox.
than 16 million colors and billions of patterns. And at 11:59 tonight, it will drop about 70 feet in exactly 60 seconds as we ring in the new year.
Xbox
Tradition
360.
of more than 100 years in Times Square. More than 1 million.
Hey, I got
people
one.
are
I got another one.
expected to be in the crowd when the clock strikes
If you want to
midnight.
drop New
this,
York Mayor Eric
start eating
Adams
more
has
of these.
promised tight security, including the use of police drones. Rain is also likely in the Manhattan area during the
Ready?
early hours of
Yeah.
January 1st. And if you're planning on bringing in 20,
That one doesn't even have audio.
Here in the
Huh.
state, well, it kind of depends on where you live. Greenville County fireworks are allowed between 10 a.m. today and 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now, the city of Greenville
It's iconic.
Is it Zelda or something?
Nintendo. Just this the Nintendo startup.
What?
Yeah.
Not in Ireland.
What it says. What game is that? It has to be a game.
Has to be because there was no.
Old game select button on.
Coming up on 9:04.
News Talk 98.9 WORD Business News.
Auto insurance premiums have soared 57% since 2021, and the ceiling is nowhere in sight. Fox Business Network's Max Gordon has some inside information on that.
Auto insurance costs can vary depending on personal situations, but there's a number of factors that have led
Sega. What? I don't know that one.
Because of supply chain issues, higher labor costs, and increased tech being used in vehicles, making them tougher and costlier to repair. Insurance Information Institute projects that auto repair costs will rise 3.8% in 2025.
Ding. Now I got Zelda stuck in my head.
Now the Carolinas' most trusted forecast from the
Got a
News
news
Talk
story or
98.9
tip?
WORD Weather Center. Spotty rain showers at times here for today with cloudy skies, a high of 61. For tonight, mostly clear and a low near 35. Thursday, Wednesday, mostly sunny, high around 54 degrees. Thursday, sunny skies and a high around 51. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center. Currently, it's 46.
Download the free Odyssey app. Follow News Talk 98.9 WORD and have news alerts sent to your phone. Lively Rogers with the Tara Show on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
From high atop Hogback Mountain.
And you're very welcome back to the Terra Show, coming to you live and probably dangerous. We're having a lot of fun here this morning, an awful lot of fun here this morning, and we were talking about nostalgia and things from your past. And I want to get Lee in on this one if he's available still. I think he's still in the mood. Hey Lee, so first of all, how are you? Because
Fine,
this
thank
is
you.
our first time working with each other,
Yeah.
and it's great to have you. It's great to have the caramel voice. That voice I've heard so many times, just there, right beside me in the booth.
There you go.
But Lee, if is there anything in particular that sticks out from your past? Something from when you were a kid, something from when you were younger, and it just kind of makes you go, "Oh, I wish we had that back."
There's many things that I could go
there is-
into.
There is many things.
It's there. I guess the main thing is the a sense of civility that
Okay.
society no longer has.
Yes.
And I know a lot of folks can say that about talk radio and conservatives, and we're always critical of this, but it's like, okay, there's all kinds of criticism and vitriol that comes from every aspect, but there just seems to be a lack of civility in government. I remember the days when Ronald Reagan could sit down with Tip O'Neill, who was the Speaker of the House at that time. They were mortal enemies when
Yeah.
it came to legislative issues, but they could both sit down and have a peaceful drink and dinner or smoke a cigar or whatever after they got done. And you know, that's something that I think we're missing, and I think is one of the problems that we have, is because we have a culture now where opposing viewpoints in many cases are not allowed to coexist.
That is 100% Lee. I really agree with you on that one, because just because I don't agree with you, or not you in particular, but if I don't agree with
Right.
somebody and their beliefs, it doesn't mean that I don't like you.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean, I mean, I've many friends here since I moved here to South Carolina. I've accrued many friends, and from both sides, from the Republican Party,
Right.
from the Democrat Party, and I will break bread with everybody, because at the end of the day, we're all humans. It doesn't matter who you follow, who you support. If your beliefs are different to mine, then we can talk about it. We can have
Yeah.
a conversation about it like adults. I don't have to call the person names and say, "Oh, well, you're an idiot, and I don't believe in anything that you believe in." No, that's, and I think you're right. I think the world needs to move on from where we've ended up, and I think we need to go back to our roots a little bit, and realize that we're all fighting the same battle.
Right. Well, hopefully we are. And I think in many cases, most in the political realm do want what's best for the country. We just have different ideas of how to get there.
Yes.
And quite honestly, I do believe, and this is going to sound critical, that there are some ways of getting there that are detrimental to the overall survivability of the country.
Yes.
And that's why we have those discussions, and that's why people take them so seriously. But I think that many in our representation, whether it's the state or the nation or locally, do have what's in the best interest in their beliefs
Mhm.
in what's going on for the constituents. But and sadly, I think that there are many, though, who are, well, there are some, I should say,
Yeah.
that are looking for the demise of this country or this state or our culture in the way it exists now.
No,
Are there things that can be done better, that are better for everyone as a whole? Yes, of course there are.
Mhm.
And there's ways to do that. But tearing down, blowing up the system totally and starting from scratch and from chaos, I just don't think is in the best interest.
And I have another very, very extremely important question that I need to ask you. Do you like grits?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
if you do, what do you like on your grits?
I love
Butter.
grits.
You just butter.
Yes. Well,
Just
butter, salt, and pepper.
Butter, salt, and pepper. Yeah.
The two of you guys are the guys that I should have had on many weeks ago when we had the discussion about grits. because-
Crumbled sausage bits in the
Oh.
in the grits are also quite.
Ooh, I've
quite
done
good.
that
Yes,
once. It's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried them many times.
Bacon
different
as
way-
well.
yeah.
Bacon. I was about to say bacon. Yeah.
You can
anything
never go wrong
cooked
with
in bacon
bacon,
grease
yes.
is great.
Oh,
But there you go. So everybody in the studio likes grits apart from Odi. Yeah. Thanks, Lee.
that's okay.
Appreciate it, buddy.
All right.
Appreciate it.
What do you got problem with grits?
I think this is my thing with grits, is I think that grits are just a binding agent. Right? And the reason I say that is because nobody eats grits on their own. Nobody eats them just as grits. They always have butter on them, or salt, pepper, or, as Lee said, bits
Yeah,
of
but there's
bacon.
a lot of
bits
food
sausage.
that people eat that they won't eat without salt, pepper, and stuff on it.
I eat a lot of food without salt and pepper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't,
then again,
but-
I'm a weirdo anyway, so it doesn't matter. And would you believe that I am also a ding dong?
Would I believe it?
Yes.
That's
an easy question.
Yeah, maybe sometimes.
Well,
I love you for it.
Oh yeah, I mean, one of the texters out there, text into the Common Sense Retirement Planning text line 800-905-0989. Yes, we did change the number. Well, we didn't change the number. We're just using the one number for both. We're using
We
the one
more or
number.
less got rid of a number.
We've got rid of a number. So if you want to text or call, you can call or text on 800-905-0989. Like texter, number ending in 36, Odi, bourbon is a whiskey, you ding dong. We were talking about whiskey and
Yeah.
bourbon earlier on.
That's why I said same difference.
Well, no. I will. This is a battle I will fight to my grave. Yeah. According to the interweb, who is all knowing, and if it's on the interweb, it has to be right.
It has to be true.
Bourbon. Now it says straight out of the gate, it says that bourbon is a type of whiskey, and I will agree with that. Bourbon is a type of whiskey, but there are some differences between the two. First of all, the ingredients. Bourbon is made from a grain mixture that is at least 51% corn, and whiskey can be made from a variety of grains. The origin of bourbon is in Kentucky, which is in here in the United States
That's
of
right.
these Americas.
Good old American made right
Good
there.
old, you can get Kentucky Red Eye.
Yep.
And most bourbon is still produced in Kentucky. Okay. The aging, whereas whiskey can be produced anywhere. Even them leprechauns produce whiskey. Some would say that we invented it, and they would be right. Aging, bourbon is aged in new charred oak barrels for at least 2 years, whereas whiskey could be matured in wine barrels.
Yeah, I like bourbon better than whiskey.
You just sit back in your little chair there now.
I'm just saying.
The flavor.
It tastes like a warm summer day.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about flavor now. The flavor, bourbon is typically smoother and sweeter than whiskey, with notes of vanilla, caramel, and oak. Okay. Whiskey can be a grainier, sharper mouthfeel. Sharper mouthfeel. I like that wording. Sharper mouthfeel.
I like the use of the phrase mouthfeel.
I'm going to say it again. Sharper mouthfeel. And its flavor can vary depending on style. For example, a rye whiskey has a special flavor profile over a spicier flavor profile over a regular bourbon. There you go. But, and here is the crux of my entire rant, because I am saying rant. Here's the crux of it.
Okay.
If you walked into your local public house or a bar, if you want to call it that, if you are feeling so inclined to wet your whistle after a long day at work, okay, that's what it's called, wetting your whistle. Because you whistle, you go, see the whistle. And if you want to wet your whistle and you need a little bit of whiskey or bourbon to wash down your gullet, it is a possibility that you may need it. And if you said to the publican, who is the owner of said establishment,
the publican,
yes, that's what they call it. That's what they call a publican.
That's pretty cool, actually.
You say to the publican, "I would like one of your finest Kentucky bourbons."
And they would look at you like you was crazy.
No, he'd be like, okay. And then he produces a 15-year-old single malt Scottish whiskey, and he puts it down in front of you, and you drink it, and you're like, I'm sorry, but I believe if you recall our conversation, I asked for a bourbon.
Yeah.
This is not a bourbon. And that's the crux of it, is that if you ask for a bourbon and you get a whiskey, you're not going to be happy. So therefore, furthermore, without further ado, I shall say this to you, Texter. Bourbon may be whiskey, but not every whiskey is bourbon.
That's right.
You are listening to News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Irish reasoning, and we know everything about everything there is to know about alcohol, apart from the real bits that we should know about alcohol.
Like squares and rectangles.
Yeah. You can't compare apples and orangutans. You're listening to News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolines. There's something wrong with me.
Yeah, we're having too much fun today.
David, where were you?
It is never a bad thing.
Who allowed Odi on in the morning? I don't know. I do not know.
And Odi allowed Tim on.
And Odi said, come on, get in. Jump on, Buttercup. There is mischief to be had.
We've been through this long enough now. We know the tactics of the media and the Democrats, and in this case also the ruling class, never Trump or Republicans. We know they're vicious and they're violent, they're underhand. Just don't call them, because what they try to do to President Trump.
Oh, the grits debate has opened up again. Seriously.
Grits. Love grits. You just ain't had good grits.
I've had lots. I've had a few. I've tried them a few
Waffle House grits is not good grits.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, they are, but like, they're not like.
Go on to my
gourmet grits or anything.
When we come back, go into my cart, and there's in my cart there's something that says Odi Inspiration.
Uh-huh.
Just play that one. Play that. Just I'm going to talk about that in a bit. You put it in as a bed once we come back. Once we're back in.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah.
All right.
Now
It's in 3.
volatility. Protect your assets with a tactical approach. So that no matter who wins in November and what the future holds, you need to know you'll have a secure
Whoa.
income with reasonable rates of return. Make your
Who
appointment
wins in
for a
November?
free, no obligation consultation. They'll show you the results they've gotten the last 2 decades for WORD investors.
That's what she
Listen
sent
to their
me.
podcast,
I don't wanna
find
hear
their
it.
contact information. CSRP.info. That's their website. CSRP.info. Securities offered through Madison Avenue Securities member FINRA SIPC. Investing involves risk. All guarantees refer to insurance products backed by the claims paying ability. The issue
Oh, let's see.
After 30 years of doing knee and hip replacements,
Right.
Dr. Mitchell
already
Scheinfeld
did
thought
that.
there had to be a better way, and that led him to regenerative medicine.
I was one of the first orthopedic surgeons to do
Oh.
it.
Now, after 20 years of successful orthobiologic treatments, lots of clinical data,
In the
research, and
white
teaching,
room.
Dr. Scheinfeld
That song is stuck in my brain cells, and it's not going to come out. I can't even remember the name of it. I just know it. I'm singing one line of it nonstop.
In the United States, QC is so far ahead of the game in its science, its protocols, its people, its facilities.
So if you have chronic pain from arthritis and you want to avoid drugs and
David,
call the experts in this.
who let Odi on in the morning times? But look, today is a glorified Saturday, so you know.
Call QC Kinetics. Call QC Kinetics. 864-448-3772.
Need a bed.
864-448-3772. 864-448-3772.
What is that?
Great rules on contests on this station. Go to 989word.com/rules. That's 989word.com/rules.
Hey, Jimmy Fallon here with a quick listening tip for you. If you miss Fox Across America or any of your other Fox News favorites, do not worry. I got you covered. You can stream previously aired shows with Rewind, available exclusively on the free Odyssey app. So if you're busy work days, it doesn't mean you have to miss out on the news. Listen to shows on Odyssey. To get started, just download the free Odyssey app and search for Fox News.
No, I don't care.
I just clicked on it. I didn't mean to do it.
Oh yeah, I do that to Lonzo all the time. He's like, "Odie, what are you doing, man?"
Yeah, vaporize that cold, man.
Vaporize it, man. You know, sometimes you got a cold and you just want to get in there and
Listen, man.
just vaporize it, man. Hey, Dave's not here, man. Dave, hey, open up, man. It's Dave. Dave's not here, man. Okay. Open up, man. It's Dave.
Dave who, man? Like David Grohl?
Well, he's in trouble this year.
Is he?
Apparently, he was getting a little bit too friendly with other fans,
Oh, God.
and there's an extra Grohl after popping out.
But he worships them for being rock stars until they are actually acting like rock stars.
Dave's kind of here, man. Hey, Dave, open up, man. It's Dave. Oh, we're back.
The voice of the Carolina.
I'm just going to listen to it. I like that song. That song is just, yeah,
It's a good song.
it is a good song. Welcome back to the Tara Show. Odie and Tim looking after you on your New Year's Eve morning. Actually, I like doing this. I'm going to do this. Just give me a little bit of bed on that one that you were just playing. Is it?
Oh, it ran out.
It ran out. Yeah. Well, we'll do it later on. We'll do it later on. Now, I didn't want it to happen, but it has turned into Grit Gate yet again. All Odie has to do is mention grits, and then the text line
Explodes.
just blows up with
You're
Odie.
in the South, man.
Yeah, it just blows up with Odie. You're just mean. But one text that I did hear when it did come in, it said, Odi, if you're going to have grits, you need to smother them with the orange, yellow, creamy goodness of Kerrygold Irish butter. That's my Kerrygold music. Do you like my Kerrygold
I
music?
like it.
Every time I have to mention Kerrygold, I need to play my music because it's my Kerrygold music. But yet, no, look it. Oh, do you know what? For the last time ever, text in common sense retirement planning text lines. Haha, nearly did it. 800 905 098 9. Do you like grits? What do you put on your grits?
Shrimp.
Where? Oh yeah, shrimp and grits. Where do you get your grits? And how un-southern am I because I don't like grits?
I mean, it's like a southern tradition, man.
I do
It's a
like them.
traditional meal.
I do like them when they're not in the bowl.
Yeah.
And it's just the other stuff that should be on it. You know? I do. Good New Year's Eve morning, Odi and Tim. What are your plans for tonight? Well, I can actually answer that for both of us.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah.
See, you have to remember, Texter, that Texter ending in 523 that gave us a New Year's Eve morning greeting. If you want to text back in and just let us know what time you got out of bed at today. You know, what time did you wake up and did you get mobile? Because I woke up at 3:30 and I think Tim was about maybe 4 o'clock, give or
4.
take. Yeah. So we're tired.
Yeah.
We're tired. If we stay awake until midnight tonight, that means that we will have been awake for at least 20 hours.
Mhm.
And
Almost 24. Yeah.
yeah, that's not no, we can't do that.
I mean, I'm not saying I can't do it. I'm just saying that I don't want to.
I remember there was a time when I did do it many times, you know, back in the day, 18, 19, 20, the early days of going out and having fun on the town. And, you know, you'd go out, you'd have a nice meal with a few buddies and you'd get a couple of beverages.
Well, I had DJ'd for many years, so I remember doing the parties. They're fun.
And you might get home at 4 in the morning and you might sleep for 2 hours or you might not sleep at all and just go again.
Yeah.
And you're well able to do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore now because I might die.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking a little bit earlier on about deer hunting and the fact that I didn't take a shot on a nice deer. Texter says, Odie, about the deer hunt, have you checked your gun and ammo lately? Maybe there was a little voice warning you that something was wrong. Just a thought. I like that thought, but no, everything was good. Everything was rock and roll. I make a point of testing out my rifle every year before deer season. I'll go to a range and I'll drop maybe about 5 or 6 rounds into a target.
What kind of rifle is it?
Well, it depends on what I want to use for the season. So I have a 30-06. That's my main deer rifle is a 30-06. I also have a 7.62 by 39.
Okay.
That's a mini 30, and I've used that with hunting rounds in it, so they mushroom as soon as they penetrate the deer, and it does really good deer, but a really good job on the deer. It, you know, drops them.
Right.
243. That's my wife's rifle, and I have used it, and it has worked on deer. And yeah, so depending, the smallest I go is 243.
Okay.
But a lot of other people do use different. But yeah, 30-06 is my main rifle for deer hunting is 30-06. And I've most of the deer I've killed here in South Carolina, it's been with my 30-06. I have killed 2 with my mini 30, but
is it your favorite
30-06?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think it is.
Okay.
It's one and done. Like, you know, I'll take the shot and I'll re-rack the gun. I'll put another round in the chamber just in case. But I've never needed it so far. It's the first shot has always worked. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
And I will put my hand up. I will put my hand up. The first year I was hunting here in South Carolina, I lost a deer. And yeah, so I shot a deer. Now I'm not sure if I did shoot him.
Yeah, what do you mean you lost it? Like you just
I couldn't find him.
Oh, you could.
And,
you shot it and you couldn't find it as it ran off.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Now I normally find him no problem at all. And my dog, well, my dog has passed, Duke, the German Shepherd. He was incredible at finding deer. Absolutely incredible at finding deer. And we shot a deer. Went looking for about 2 or 3 hours. I had a buddy with me. Who this guy? I don't know. He's
tracking.
He's a park tracker. Like he's like a bloodhound.
Man, that's such a cool skill to have.
It is, and he has it in.
Yeah.
He has it in bucket loads. He's amazing at tracking deer. He will always find the deer.
Yeah.
And we were about 4 hours searching. We couldn't find it. I went home and I got my dog. and we couldn't find a trail. We found a little blood trail, but not a whole lot. We kept going, kept looking. I called a guy who's an actual deer tracker. That's his, and we still couldn't find it. We just tried as we may. We put a lot of time and effort into it. We actually we looked for a couple of days. Now, after a couple of days, the deer you couldn't eat it, but we tracked for quite a while. So we put in as much effort as we could,
Right.
and even we didn't even find a carcass. We just found nothing. We found nothing at all. And I hate to say it. I really do hate to say it. We tried as best as we could to
Are you
find the
sure,
deer.
you sure you just didn't graze it?
I thing is, I don't think I hit it.
Yeah.
I don't think I hit it at all.
Maybe you just didn't hit it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's what happened. People on the stream, because we are streaming live as well on the News Talk 98.9 WORD Facebook page and my own Facebook page, Odi_Fitzgerald. Give me a like and a follow if you want, and on the YouTube app as well. And I like to post videos up there. Probably not radio friendly videos, but you can go and take a look at them. Dave on the stream said, "What the? It's not Saturday or Sunday. Who allowed Odi in the morning time?" Well, you see, Dave, we like to say that it's today is like a Saturday.
Yeah.
It's like it's a pretend Saturday.
It's pretend.
It's a pretend Saturday. Oh, there's the thing. Are you working today? Do you have to go to work today? What are you doing? Let me know. Common Sense Retirement Planning text line. I keep going to say the old number, but
You know what, Odi? I am working today.
You're working. Well,
Yeah.
I'm working. Well, yeah, I'm here. I'm talking.
Would you like me to tell you what I'm doing?
What are you doing?
I'm pushing buttons.
You're pushing buttons.
I'm the button man.
Would you like me to tell you what I'm doing?
Talking.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Common Sense Retirement Planning text line 800-905-0989. That is the number you will need for everything, whether you want to talk to us or text us straight on there. And phones are after ringing there now. But yeah. Oh yeah. So we were talking about what people use to shoot deer. I don't know. Should you be admitting this? The 25-06, yeah, that's about a 22 mag to kill deer. I hope we were close. I don't know if it's still legal, but a 22 Hornet used the smallest round allowed, and I don't think it is anymore. I'd say that was quite a while ago. Maybe you lost the deer because you used birdshot instead of buckshot by mistake. What? I don't use a shotgun when I'm hunting deer. I know you can. You can use a shotgun when you're hunting deer. You can do that.
Use buckshot.
Yeah,
right.
You use buckshot, and it's like a slug, and or you can use buckshot. No, I didn't. I don't use a shotgun. As I said, it's 30-06. I'm working for the post office, delivering everybody their trash.
Nah.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of people delivering, loads of people delivering. Odi, the last deer I killed, the caliber I used was a Ford Focus.
there you go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I don't like when that happens.
You have to get a new headlight.
You probably need to get it. If it's a
And a
Ford
whole new
Focus,
front
probably a
end.
whole new car. Odi, I'm working today delivering lumber. Thank you very much for everything you. And I want to say a special thank you just before we go to the news. I want to say a special thank you to all of the police services, sheriff, highway patrol, police, all of the medical crew, the paramedics, ambulance crew, nurses, doctors, midwives especially. I mean, they're popping new lives into the world. Thank you very much for everything that you do. And thank you for today, because I know it's New Year's Eve and I know you'd rather not be there, or maybe you would rather be there. Maybe you'd love what you're doing. So from all of us here in News Talk 98.9 WORD, thank you very much for everything that you do in the public sector on these days when you should be off at home with your families. You're listening to News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie James. Well, one of my wife and my favorite events is coming up. It is the 4th annual Bourbon and Bacon Fest. I want you to join us in downtown Greenville at the
where are
Mill.
you?
A wonderful
It's
evening of delicious bites and
and-
bourbon sampling. We're going to have distilleries from all over the country.
Today's
In fact,
Tuesday,
there's gonna
right?
be over 100 bourbon
Yeah.
recipes to sample. We're going to have small bites from area restaurants, an Airstream trailer that is serving as a cigar lounge. It is a night of indulgence. but
You going to Bourbon and Bacon?
We're
Yeah.
gonna
When is it
have
on?
guests there as well. Bourbon and Bacon Fest benefits Carolina Adaptive
He just
Golf,
said
which
it.
creates an environment
Say it
where
again.
Participants in the Carolinas have access to adaptive
I might go
golf
this year.
therapy
I'm gonna see if I
that
can get
promotes
tickets.
inclusion, builds self-confidence, and enhances the quality of life. They serve veterans, adults, and children who are in the community and who are overcoming challenges. So it's
You need
a great
tickets to get
cause,
in?
It's a
Is that-
great
yeah.
event. So join us at the
They'll
Foundry at Judsonville.
get in contact with what's his name.
Roy.
Yeah.
Ingles Market Studio, crystal clear from Hartwell to Hendersonville, and Newbury to Newport.
WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
An employee at a fast food restaurant in the Tar Heel State has been charged with a fatal shooting of a DoorDash driver. Good morning. I'm Lee Rogers in the News Talk 98.9 WORD 24/7 News Center. Police say 25-year-old McDonald's employee
All
Kevin
spare
Holland
parts
was
for dirt bikes. That guy, whoever you're, guy or girl. Do you all work on European bikes, on European BMWs in specific? Let me know. Actually, remind me of that. I need to get work done on my bike, and I need to get someone that works on BMWs. Not too many people do. They all work on Harleys and Indians around here. I'm going to ask on air. Yeah.
I don't know. Most of the people I know work on Hondas.
Yeah. Yeah, not many people work on BMWs.
I only have one contact for the actual BMW.
Yeah, that's the D2 guys. Or no, is it D2? I think it's D2.
What? We mean D2.
That's the name of that's what they're called, D2. D2 motorcycles.
I'm Rob Jones, News Talk 98.9
WORD.
News.
Sherry Biggs, the Republican Congresswoman-elect for South Carolina's 3rd congressional district here in the upstate, will officially be sworn into office on Friday at the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C., becoming the first woman elected to represent the district.
Oh, we got Robert from Anderson. He wants to talk to you about grits.
Biggs, an Oconee County Republican from the community of Salem, is a lieutenant colonel in the Air National Guard. A family nurse practitioner, a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. This is her first time holding public office. The Carolinas' most trusted forecast from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center is next.
This is attorney Rob Inerio. Everyone likes to have a good time, but every now and then those good times go bad and you find yourself wearing a pair of chrome-plated bracelets. If you've been charged with a DUI or drug crime, please give me a call at 864-CALL-ROB or visit me online at callrob.com.
In today's world, we're surrounded by uncertainty, both at home and abroad. Have you considered how this unknown will affect your money? How will you maneuver the coming economic shifts? How will you weather rising inflation? What will your dollar be worth a year from now, 10 years from now? At Upstate Gold Exchange, we can help you sidestep the devaluation of your money by offering something that will always have value: physical gold and silver. Visit Upstate Gold Exchange in Greenville next to Outback Steakhouse, or in Easley next to Walmart, or visit us online at upstategoldexchange.com.
Have you ever tried something for the first time and then wondered how you ever got along without it? That's how thousands of new Navage users describe their first experience. Once they feel sinus relief and can breathe clearly again, many wonder why it took them so long to experience the Navage difference. Navage uses refreshing saline and gentle suction to quickly suck out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Stop
So gross.
suffering from congestion.
Mucus.
Feeling better again with Navage. Brand new look, same great product.
What is it? Is it like a...
Oh yeah? Yeah, he's starting
Hold
with the
on.
whoops.
I'm about to look that up right now.
Mucus?
Navage.
Oh, it's a yolk. You stick it in your nose.
Yeah, dude, I've seen this on like...
They're supposed to work really well.
Bro, I need one.
They're like $100 or something like that.
Yeah.
Me too. Know your buzz warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I saw a kid doing it, like on the thing, and I mean it was gross to watch, but like, yeah, dude, it worked though. The kid was like, "Oh, I feel better."
Who's on Robert, isn't it?
Robert from Anderson.
Meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the News Talk 98.9 WORD.
Different story idea. Email news at 989WORD.com. I'm Lee Rogers with the Tara Show on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Text or call One number does it all.
800-905-0989.
This is the Tara Show on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
That's a different version.
What?
That's a different version to what I'm used to.
Cheap Trick?
Yeah, I was expecting them to, Mommy, tell me, Daddy. I know, yeah, it's the instrumental. All right. Okay, so Gritgate has opened up. Robert, what do you want? Seriously, come on.
Hi, Odie. I was just wondering a question about something. You
Okay.
said you consider grits a binder for other things.
Yes. That's all it is.
Do you consider potatoes the same thing?
No, because you can eat potatoes on their own. Potatoes. Listen, as
You can eat grits on your own, but most people eat potatoes with butter and sour cream, bacon chips, everything else too. So
no, because no. Well, look it. I'm not going to disagree with you, except I am, because as the voice of Ireland, I am the Irish representative here in the in the upstate. Potatoes are absolutely tremendous on their own. You can eat mashed potatoes, and if you really feel the need, you can make them into a little cake and you can fry it up. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Not only that, you can do a lot with potatoes. You can make French fries. You can make chips.
Yeah,
you can make just big things of
Big
potato
potatoes.
chunks.
You
know?
can pick up a potato. You can You don't even have to wash it. You can leave the dirt on it, and you can bite into it, and you can eat it like an apple.
Yeah,
that's good for you. Good, clean Irishness. That's what it is. Do you know actually potatoes don't come from Ireland? Originally, they were from South America.
Really?
Yeah, they were brought
Really?
over from South America. But yeah, no,
Ireland just perfected it, right?
We not only did we perfect it, but we turned it into alcohol. That's what we did. We turned it into alcohol. We have in Ireland we have an alcoholic beverage. It's like whiskey, except it's whiskey on like it's whiskey
Steroids?
on steroids.
There you go.
It's called poaching. All right,
Oh, okay.
that's what it's called, poaching.
Yeah.
And poaching is kind of if you not only if you want to forget your troubles, but you want to forget your name. That's and it's an Irish drink.
You know what we call that in America?
Go on.
Moonshine.
No, it's even stronger. You know that Everclear or All Clear or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, Everclear.
Yeah, that's a soft drink compared to poaching.
Oh my gosh.
'Cause
Dude,
there's-
I took a shot
Mm.
of
Oh, yeah, no,
Everclear
don't do
one
that.
time.
Don't do that.
Because I lost something. I lost at something.
You lost your mind.
No, it was like a game or something we were playing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. But I had to take a shot of Everclear. I took it down. It came right back up.
That will happen. That will happen. On the text line, Common Sense Retirement Planning text line, 800-905-0989. Remember, that is the number you need for absolutely everything to get in contact with any of the shows here on News Talk 98.9. Odie, that moved when I was just about to read it. Oh, yes, potatoes in grits. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. That might conflict.
Yeah.
Like, texture wise.
Yeah, it could. It might not. I don't know. A lot of comments coming in about something that Lee said on the news. And remember, the news is Lee has to, both sides of the news is what Lee is reporting on the news as well. So there's no,
Yeah, it's non-biased.
Yeah, there's absolutely no bias in the news. It is as it happens and as it's reported. And
As it comes in.
Yeah, as Lee has already said, he's nailed his colours to the mast. But yes, it is completely non-biased, and that's what a newsreader has to be. On the shows here, we can pick sides. We can go
I have
whichever side we need.
respect for them for that too.
No,
That's
I do.
crazy how
Yeah,
they're
I
just
definitely
able to do that.
It doesn't matter what side whether they're blues or reds.
Yeah.
They can.
And it's not only just politics. Like when they get stories about like kids being hurt and how they
Yeah.
can report it accurately with the way they do it.
Man,
like
No, whenever I hear
because we're sitting here listening, we're just like, "Oh, God, are you kidding me?" Like but they're not doing that. They're
they're
reporting it.
They're able to
you.
control their emotions
Yeah,
at all times.
with complete
Like
control.
I've talked. There's been some Sunday nights where I've talked about.
Lee is an
stuff.
expert at that.
Lee is the whole crew. The
Yeah.
whole crew across the board. They're really good at it. But no, I've talked about some stories, and it can sometimes get me emotional. Now I'm an emotional fish at the best of times. But sometimes, sometimes the emotions can get a little bit of me. But no, so Texter, yes. Just remember that they have to be non-biased and they have to report everything as it happens. Now, I want to put out a personal call. I want to ask a personal question. A lot of y'all know. Now, here's the thing, and I'm going to get someone on to talk about motorcycle safety here in the upstate. I was talking to a guy just before the Christmas, and he does motorcycle training, and I believe everybody should do some sort of motorcycle training because, look, motorcycles, we are the most vulnerable users of the roads because cars, trucks, vehicles don't see us a lot of the time. And I know some people will say that, well, if you drive a Harley and you'll be heard on the road, sometimes it's way too late. As everybody knows, I drive a BMW. It's a R1200 GS. I need to get some work done on it. And I know this is personal, and this is me doing a call out. Get in touch with me if you know anybody that can work on BMWs. I know the main dealers are out there, but they're a little bit of a distance away from me. So if you know anybody in and around Anderson area or Greenville area, let me know. Get in touch with me. And that's it. I'll say no more of that. Odi, this is Robert. Got disconnected. Oh yeah, you got disconnected. Sorry about that. Since we've changed over on the phones, we've had a little bit of issue with some of the. Yeah, but we're working on it. Nice. He's saying that the biggest deer he ever killed was biggest deer he ever killed was in 1981, the year I was born, and he used a Chevrolet pickup.
Chevy pickup.
Chevy pickup. It was mounted on my wall to this day. It's a nice 14 pointer. That's a good one. Odi, I have to ask, is it true that Lucky Charms are magically delicious? No, no, they're not. We talk if
and
you
tricks
weren't
are just for kids.
Yeah. If you tuned in earlier on in the show, about 6:30 this morning, we were talking about Lucky Charms, and the one and only time that Odi has tried Lucky Charms, well, they turned everything green. Everything. Not just I'm going to leave it to your imagination. All right,
I might have to go to the doctor green.
No, well, it's not even that. It's kind of like, oh, well, that's a surprise.
That's what I thought.
You know,
first time it happened to me.
Yeah, I mean, but you're looking and you're like, huh, not supposed to be green. Yeah. Anyway, you're listening to News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of, well, the Greens, I suppose. Yeah, Greens, Lucky Charms, Irish people, leprechauns, more than 6 foot.
I love the song.
It's good.
It's a good one. Oh, jeez. Louise.
For today with cloudy skies, a high of 61. For tonight, mostly clear and a low near 35. Thursday, Wednesday, mostly sunny and around 54 degrees. Thursday, sunny skies and a high.
Excuse me, I forgot that the mic was still on.
Just Jennifer Wojcicki from the News Talk 98.9 WORD Weather Center. Currently, it's 46.
To the good people of the Carolinas. Information that matters amidst all the noise. Political background knowledge. Listen to what those local folks are telling you. Covering what impacts you.
Best coverage
Right here. Updates at the top and bottom of the hour. What's going on now? On News Talk 98.9.
Just give me 30 seconds when we're rolling out.
Yeah, this one's gonna be at the 56. So
start playing the music.
let me check that real quick. It's 56 commercials will need to play at 56:35. So I'll start the bed 30 seconds before.
Sounds good.
Especially if it's a big old established. It won't help you try to save it.
It's that live radio thing, people.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing about having the stream turned on all the time is sometimes you get little backstage stuff where we talk about radio stuff, where we talk. So what we were chatting about there is what's called a hard out, which means that I have to. Well, I don't have to. I mean, Tim can just turn me off but I have to stop talking at a certain time so that the commercials and the news can fire at the right time.
But Tim is actually a professional because even if you did go over, I can move things around to the point to where nobody notices and it all still plays and everything's good.
Yep. That's why I'm working with professionals here. Dun, 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 dun.
For TerraTreeWorks.com, that's TerraTreeWorks.com.
Instead, investment decisions are driven by greed or fear. A common sense retirement roadmap is designed to engender a better emotion, peace of mind. Let us put our nearly 25 years of experience to work for you. Go to csrp.info for an appointment. Common sense is what defines us.
Hey, it's Kelly James. Coming up this afternoon, we say goodbye to 2024. We'll break it down for you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's the Charlie James Show. This afternoon, 3 to 7, right here.
We didn't talk about resolutions, did we? Yeah, we did.
We did.
We did. You did.
Well, we talked. Well, you didn't talk about yours. Have you got one?
Hmm? Oh, I do that all the time. I'm sorry.
right.
I thought we were coming back. I'm not used to having anybody in here with me. It's nice though. I like having people in here.
Yeah. No, I do.
Mhm.
Company's bottom line. The coaches at PhD Weight Loss will show you how. The entire program is centered around science and nutrition, a proven roadmap that has helped over 8,000 clients lose over 331,000 pounds. You'll learn what to eat and when.
Yeah, I'm thinking about seriously trying to do fill-in work. I want to see if I'm capable of it.
Do it.
Yeah,
we're able to.
I've been thinking about it for a while.
Do it.
Yeah.
That's 864-644-1900 or go to myphdweightloss.com.
Don't spend another Christmas with the whole family.
And of course, I'm here, so that helped. I know I did.
Always helps.
Yeah.
Always helps. And you're very welcome back to News Talk 98.9, the voice of the Carolinas. We're rocking out here on your New Year's Eve morning. What are you doing? What is going on? How are you hanging? Is it high, low? What's the fun? Oh, my music died. You know? Oh, there we go. Time is coming up on 9:50 a.m. here on your sunny South Carolina morning, even though there's no sun in the sky.
Is that your ZZ Top impression?
That's my rock radio DJ.
Oh, rock radio DJ. Okay.
Temperature is, well, I don't know. Go outside and find out for yourself. Actually, don't know. It's probably warm enough outside. It was warm yesterday. Now, this is the last segment of the. It's turned into the Odi and Tim show here, filling in for Tara. Tara will be back on the 2nd. Gonna have she's gonna be kicking off your year, 2025. Now, we were talking about New Year's resolutions, and I was giving you mine that I want to lose a lot of weight. I want to get fit. I want to get back into, lean, mean, fighting green machine. And Tim, what is your goals or resolutions for the new year?
I want to be a homeowner. That is my
Ah.
goal for next year.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that is a big one.
Yeah, like I really want to, get set up to do that and just take care of what I need to take care of before that,
Yeah.
and go through that process.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And I did my last year's resolution. I quit smoking.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
no, the big congratulations
Yeah,
for that one.
and so
That's-
that it was a year in November.
oh wow,
Mhm.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well done for that. And if you're like Tim, if you're looking for a goal, and we're not going to call them resolutions. We're going to call them goals because goals are a lot easier to keep.
I
than
like
resolutions.
the sound of that better.
I think
yeah.
I think setting a goal for yourself. Let me know. Common Sense Retirement Planning text line. You got a couple of minutes before we have to get out of here. 800-905-0989. Texts are coming in. Odi, I take it that you have seen the Irish motorcycle racer Michael Dunlop in action. Yes, I have, and his brother Joey as well. Joey passed away racing, doing what he was doing. Yes, I have been to the Isle of Man TT. The Isle of Man TT is just amazing. It is an absolutely fantastic trophy. It's the Touring Trophy Challenge. It's basically a race around an entire island on motorcycles with no speed limit.
Oh, okay.
It is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Texter wants to know, Tim, did you go cold turkey?
I did cold turkey.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
He definitely did because I remember that now. He was mean.
I look like a crackhead after.
You were mean. you were really mean for like a week.
I imagine I was.
We'd walk in and like, hey Tim, what?
Yeah, dude, I probably was a pretty big douche. Probably was.
No, you weren't. You weren't that bad. Texas says, I'm driving, sent from my car. Congratulations. Technology works. Don't be texting when you're driving.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that. That's not good for you.
That's not safe.
Odie, I would like to learn to spend frugally and to save money this year. Well, then don't buy stuff that you don't need. Simple as that. Do not buy stuff you don't need. If you don't need it, think about it, procrastinate about something. And if you don't need something, leave it where it is. If you don't need it, don't worry about it. Odie, in 1978, I made a resolution to never make resolutions, and I've kept it ever since. You know what? You are winning in life, sir or madam. Yeah, 100%. Odie, Odie, I'm from West Virginia, and grits are not food. Well, Texter, you have won the prize of being the best texter of the show. Congratulations.
They're not truly Southern.
They're from West Virginia.
They don't like grits.
I don't like grits.
Come on.
I'm Southern.
It's so good, man.
Tell you what, I'm gonna sit right back down there. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit.
I was kidding, Texter. I was kidding.
No, well, yeah, no, they're from West Virginia. They don't mind. They can take that kind of criticism. You want to sit back down? I'm gonna tell you a little story about a thing called a grit. I don't like grits. Tell you why I don't like grits, because I just don't like grits.
Was that movie where Joe Pesci was like, "What the hell's a grit?" What was that?
Oh
movie?
yeah, My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. I really enjoyed that movie. That was fun. Was there Mia? No, I don't know what her name was. Tia Maria? No, I don't know. But she's in the new Spider-Man. She's Aunt May in the new Spider-Man.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can't remember her name.
She was in that film as well. Odie, I don't really care for grits either. I'd rather have a Scottish style oatmeal or a steel cut Irish oatmeal that my wife makes. That's called porridge. That's what we call that, porridge. None of your oatmeal.
That sounds good though.
Porridge is good. Odie, FYI.
I like oatmeal too.
Yeah, oatmeal is good. What we call it, porridge. It says, Odie, FYI, grits or born in Boston, Massachusetts. Huh. Easiest way to enjoy grits is to fry an egg or two. No, we said that's not eating grits. That's not enjoying grits. Anyway, it's time for me to get out of here. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic New Year's Eve. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't call the fire brigade out.
Happy New Year.
Say goodbye, Tim.
Happy New Year.
I will
Goodbye.
talk to you on Saturday night. Slán Walia. Bye. And that is that. Everybody on the stream?
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Uh-huh. Everybody on the stream, thank you very much. Say goodbye, Tim, on the stream.
Goodbye, Tim, on the stream.
And I will see you on Saturday night with Lonzo and the crew back here on the Upstate Pulse. Thank you very much to everybody for tuning in. And that person that just joined, you joined just in time for me to say goodbye. See ya.